Welcome, dudes. The cool down. KCFC jump off won the cool down after party. After
buddy.
show.
Yeah. We made it, fellas. We did one. We got one in the books.
Yeah.
I feel like it went pretty good.
Dude, I had a blast.
Same.
I think everybody in the room had a blast.
I was like on like a weird high from it, like right up until about 4 a.m. I'd say, because we left the chicken place at like 2:30, 3 in the morning.
There late,
Late.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
You gotta kick it after.
Of course.
You gotta have actors.
Two wound up after.
Yeah, we're gonna go fucking party hard at the the hot chicken place.
Bee's Hot Chicken.
Bee's Hot Chicken.
Fire. So good.
I know, because you came all the way down from Auburn.
I'll drive my ass there anytime, bro. That shit's good. Bee's Hot Chicken.
It was fire.
You should fuck with us.
Sell some chicken at your event.
Hey.
Hell yeah,
That's an
sponsor
idea.
the event.
On KCFC 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy when we get there, huh?
Yeah, you're already talking about possibly doing that at the beginning of next year.
Yeah. So I gotta kind of get in the gym and kind of look at the calendar for the gym and the team and see where we're at to get a hard date. But tentatively, we're thinking about January timeline, roughly. So
I'm going to flip the mic. It flipped inside.
I flipped this side.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. All right. So So once I get a hard date, I'll for sure let everybody know. But I gotta confirm and see where the team schedule is at, plus the gym schedule, because you've seen how crazy the gym is and how active the team is. There's so much going on all the time that gotta create the time to make other things happen. So I just gotta get a hard date. When I do, I'll be sure to let you know, because you know you're gonna be in there this year.
Yeah.
So,
Lock me in for fucking all future events.
you guys killed it, bro. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate that both of you took that role and then took those roles very seriously and did the extra work, and then you also worked really well together and made it cohesive and made my night a lot easier.
Thanks, bro.
I appreciate that, man, for real.
I mean, I was wearing my Absolute Chaos shirt from when Crew Jones used to run his shows, and as I was telling Nick, like running the back end of the events, helping him out doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Really kind of cut my teeth in like how the fight show kind of goes from start to finish.
Yeah,
so
right.
us working together really well, I think really facilitated
So
that.
now you in the front.
What?
So now you right out front.
It was fun.
MC announcer.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think that played super well too. Like I was telling you before, just knowing that you had a good handle on how it should flow and how it should all work together, and I could just like take a back seat as far as that goes and just like get to know the fighters, you know what I mean, and make sure what I'm saying, I'm not just pulling out of my ass and stuff. Being able to just focus on that was super nice. And then also too, like the work we were putting in, like I've told you countless times, Roy, it started with you, man, when you asked me to do that, and I got to see firsthand pretty much the entire time how much work you put into it. You know, how could I not take it serious and do my homework?
I appreciated it, man. You guys killed it. You guys killed it, man. I was hyped on it. I can't wait to actually run through all of the footage and actually see how well it is after the fact, right? Because
after you digest the entire night, and you're no pressures, like nothing's gonna happen. It's kind of like it's
right.
done.
Yeah, it's like everything is like let the dust kind of settle and clear. Now we can actually observe from an outside perspective instead of in the moment. It was, I feel like it ran incredibly well. It was almost
for a first event. It was great.
I mean, man, it was almost so smooth that it made me uncomfortable how smooth it was, man.
Like, all right, something's got to go wrong.
Right. Yeah, but
well, that's why, like, I want to touch real quick on what you said. Is like having Jeff in there, Jeff Hoiby. Big shout out, fucking shout out to Jeff Hoiby.
Appreciate you as well, brother. That was awesome having you there.
I knew that right when I got in there, I was like, "What's up, man?" Like. Right before I made the opening statement, it's kind of like that nervous, like right before the bell rings when you fight. You're like, okay, about to just go make this happen. So like I started talking, and then I talked to Jeff just briefly, and I knew I could ask him questions. I knew his professionalism and his experience. Like if I needed to lean on somebody, which I did multiple times, I would ask him, communicate, because the three of us were the ones in the ring the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For like from start to finish. Like yes, obviously the fighters, but for the entire show, myself, you doing the interviews, and obviously Jeff in there for the entire night. Like he came out for intermission to get water.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Jeff. I wouldn't have had the confidence that I had in there without Jeff being present.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that.
Shout out to Jeff. I was really stoked, man. I think I spoke to you briefly about it before, and maybe we mentioned it last time on the podcast. But to have him and Abel Guzman, shout out Abel, we appreciate you as well,
huge.
brother. But to have him and Abel Guzman present for our first event, knowing how deep they go in local history within this region, you know what I mean? So they've been in the ref and the cut man at plenty of my fights as well as my teammates' fights, and
Abel used to do a lot of photography and stuff, or like assist with it. Or I can't remember the exact thing, but yeah.
So they're just, very familiar with the scene, and they've been around. And it's almost like not having them, you kind of sacrifice almost like validity to the show. So like having them present, you know what I mean? Like it was really cool to have them in there and immediately be within the mix of everyone else that's going on and everything else that's happening out here with the other promotions and stuff like that. Yeah. Plus they're very, very knowledgeable, very experienced. They've been in the game on multiple different capacities. They've been in the game. Like Jeff used to fight. He obviously he made mouth guards and all that other stuff. Like he's been involved in the scene and community in so many different ways that it's really cool to have him present for our first event. So I was stoked to have it because it was like it's him in the reffing capacity, which he's been in for a long time, but he's also done all these other things leading up to that. And then it's like you got us who used to fight and now we're not actively competing, and now we're more in like the coaching capacity, and you're doing your podcast, and I'm trying to put on all these different hats to see what I can get to really kind of grow and flourish and stuff like that. And putting on this event to kind of further reach get the brand going a little bit more, and having this event go so well, man. I'm super stoked, dude, because it was cool. Because them, you got us, then you got all these fresh batch of debuts, man, and they were exciting debuts. Like there was not a boring fight on the card. I was super stoked because I've never done matchmaking before, right? So that's a brand new hat as well. Like matchmaking, fulfilling those shoes. That's something else. But I feel overall like every one of those fights was matched up very fairly and matched up well, and every fighter came in and they fought well. They did their thing, man. It was great to see. And again, I'm excited to go back and rewatch the entire event start to finish, so we can just come through it, find some refinements, see what we can do better, and continue to evolve and grow.
It'd be dope if we could get together and do like a little watch party or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love to do that.
Even if like wherever we meet up, because this would be like a 2-hour event or something like that. Just sit down, chop it up.
I have a projector and projector screen in the garage.
As do I. That would be sick as fuck.
We should make it happen.
We should make. If it should. Just let me know. I'm free all week. Free right up till Friday.
Once LaVoy's done with getting everything compiled together, man, we'll get it going.
And if not this weekend, I'm free the following week. But just kind of touching on what you said about having Abel and Jeff to promote not just the legitimacy, but like they've been in the game for so long. Jeff doing like the UFC event, like that's pretty much a big fucking deal. Yeah. And so to have that legitimacy at your first show versus maybe somebody that you don't know or is less known or something like that. Not that your ref needs to be known, but what I'm kind of segueing into here is there was a tap at the fight, one of the MMA fights. It was controversial because anytime you have somebody on the ground, half or 2/3 of the arena is not going to be able to see the tap, or unless it's like on your back and you can clearly see it. Yeah. Jeff knows what the fuck he's doing. I would never question him. I've heard him at dozens of rules meetings saying this is an amateur event. If I see something, I see you go out, I'm not going to let you die on a shield. Like, I'm going to stop this. You're going to have a future career if I have something to say about it. Yeah. And he's legitimately protecting people. Now, we had fucking cage side. It was like right in front of us. I saw the hand come out and then a little flutter. That is not something you see in combat sports outside of a tap. What strike or anything is like a questionable tap.
Right.
Jeff said as he saw his eyes, he was like, he was getting close. And I trust that at, 1,000,000%. So as soon as I walked in there and there was like any sort of controversy, I said, that was like, Jeff's been doing this for a long time. There is nobody better in the game in the Pacific Northwest. I trust him fully. I wanted everybody to make sure that they understood that, because there was somebody in the crowd, I don't remember who, but they're very adamant about they didn't tap. We're right there, and the live stream will show it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, once we release that video, people will see it.
And that's not against the guy. Like, people tap.
Yeah,
right?
it happens. I've been caught. I've my only 2 losses in MMA was me getting subbed. So.
Yeah. But when it comes, what I'm kind of getting at is like, if it's like close or even like controversial, like, you don't do that kind of stuff.
I trust Jeff's expertise to make sure that everyone has a very safe, well-conducted experience, especially with a bunch of debuts as well. That's another thing that people need to kind of take into consideration.
Right.
It's a debut bout. It's not like you're an experienced amateur. This is a debut bout. You're not well versed and knowledgeable in other capacities yet, right? So like, you got to understand that these officials are there for a reason. We got the most experienced and professional ones in the area.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
I made it a point to do that so there wouldn't be any controversy, right? But, it's the thing is like when you don't get the results that you hoped or trained for, sometimes it's tough to not see it through the lens of with your bias. You're going to have your own bias, and your families are going to have their bias, and unless you've sat on the other side of it, because I've done judging for WKA and other things that were helping like officiate and stuff like that. When you go and put yourself in these other positions where you have to fill different shoes and view things through a different perspective and a different lens, you start to see the game in a whole different way.
Yeah.
Right. So unless you have done that, it's difficult to remove your bias.
Yes.
So it's something that a lot of coaches have to explain to teammates when they see a teammate take an L. Like, no, you were winning that. Like, no, brother, they were not winning that fight. Yeah. They were not winning that fight.
Well, to your point, man, like in our role as a coach, we can't sacrifice that. We can't be like, oh, I'm going to protect my fighter by telling them they're winning that fight. Like, you're not protecting them. You're falsifying them.
Yeah,
you're doing them a disservice.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want to bring the reality and explain the nuance and the perspective of things, right? Because that's one thing that I can say that I really pride myself on as a coach. And it's not just me. It's also pretty much our entire coaching staff over at SNRG. Like, we're all pretty locked in as far as like building comprehension beyond just this one capacity of the competitor. Right? Like, we want you to understand the full thing, like full spectrum learning, right? We want you to understand the full thing, because when you understand the whole thing, now you can really game plan appropriately.
Yeah.
Like, what are the judges looking for? What's the ref looking for? Like, what?
So
all
big,
this little
such
stuff.
a big deal.
It's a big deal, huge deal, right? If you don't understand those components, then you're not going to understand why certain calls were made.
And even, it's all a journey, right? Like, how many fights do you have now?
Just had my 4th.
So you're still kind of like in that, like, gearing up. So I would say like 5 fights and under is kind of like where that like beginner run starts to happen. Even if you're like,
you're still finding yourself every time you make
but even
the
if you're
walk.
doing really well in that first 5 fights, like, you're still learning the game, like, to what Nick's point is. And so to have a coaching staff behind it that's breaking down, like, this is what the judges look for. They're going to look at the last 30 seconds over the first 2.5 minutes or minute and a half, however long the rounds are.
Right.
They're going to look at the third round because it's more recent than the first round. What the judges or what the referees are looking at, you know what I mean? Like, just dazed in eyes, things like that. Like, we had it was at I believe Brian Johnson's fight, not Redemption. Yeah, Brian Johnson's, and Anthony Tiglau was on him, and he got caught with one that I thought he just kind of got caught off balance. And Jeff was like, no, his eyes went away. And instantly I was like, even though it's my student and my fighter in the moment, I took 100% of his word for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we know.
Yeah.
And so I just want to kind of circle back to the Jeff thing. Imagine if he hadn't called that tap and that dude would have got knocked out. Now you have to have medical service in there.
Right.
Somebody got knocked out. Boom, maybe because now it comes to his reputation being on the line. He's not going to sacrifice.
He's not going to sacrifice that.
And so if that guy goes out as an amateur debut, now the people that were upset about the questionable tap, which I saw, now they're upset at the ref for not stopping it in time. It's like, pick your poison.
Right. It's going to be one or the other. You can't please everybody unless they get the outcome they want, right?
Yeah, outside of a win.
And that's not what we're here for. We're here to make it a very fair, competitive platform for people to get their experience in a safe, competitive fashion. You know what I mean?
I was supposed to say it was funny because I don't remember this person exactly, but they were like, he didn't tap. And I was like, I'm the announcer. And now, so it was just kind of like
this same person in question like bum rushed me when you were in the cage, and I was like holding my mic like, hey.
Well, it's like it's also the outside perspective. It's like, what are your expectations? You think like what sort of power do you think I have? Like you're gonna go around yelling like, okay, stop the show, guys. I'm the announcer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna overturn that. Like, what is the?
Bro, even me.
Are you just upset?
Even me. I don't have. I'm not even in a position to overturn that.
Nobody is, and Jeff is the right one to make that call. Jeff made the right call.
Yeah.
People can be upset all you want. There's, like you said, there's not going to be 100% satisfied people walking out of that show.
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen because there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. You don't get participation trophies in this sport.
No.
So guess what?
Yeah.
You know, like I've lost, you've lost. I don't know about you yet. You lost yet?
Lost a split.
Lost a split. There you go. Hey, get it out the fucking way early. You don't get a big head like, I'm not defeated.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that's
actually, I made that point to Nick when it first happened. Like, I almost kind of took the pressure off.
Yeah. Well, and then I tell
you guys always
all the time,
fight up too.
Absolutely. That's why I tell them every time. Like, I always make everyone that I coach punch up.
Yeah.
Always.
Like how you say punch up.
And if
you have to.
My fault. Go ahead.
I was like, you have to punch up to face adversity. If you're not facing adversity, you're not in here for a fight. You're in here for a portrayal of a fight. You know what I mean? And like the win is sweeter when you deal with adversity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it could have gone the other way, but it didn't.
Well, and then you get to define yourself as the true character versus the image that you may be trying to portray. You're like, I actually am this versus portraying the image of me being like this.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna know, like, my brain is clicking right into a specific organization that I'm not gonna get into today. But shout out, I can't remember the guy's name.
Luke Allen Torres, aka Short Temper.
Short Temper.
Yeah.
Did well against Dewey.
He did fucking great.
That was a good opening bout.
He did great. He fought hard, man. He did.
Yeah, there was a lot. Like Dewey took a lot of damage. I know that Jeff was really concerned. He's just like, oh, he's like, I've called fights for less damage, but he's like, you know, he was still moving. He was still trying to go. So I like that it went to decision.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Dewey Henson, am I saying that right?
Yep. I believe it's Hansen. He corrected me.
Dewey Hansen. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's like spelled like it should be Hansen, but I guess it's pronounced Hansen.
There's always a little discrepancy, but I just want to say shout out because he's owner of Dough Bros Cookies.
Yeah, his wife be baking up a storm. Bro.
Oh yeah, she's out there serving the fiends. You see him?
Yeah,
she's like,
shout out Z, man. She was killing it.
I don't know her name off the top, but like she's cool as fuck. She was out there smashing through cookies.
Yeah. She goes by Z. We should remember that.
I know. But I remember, what was it, Madison was saying, she's like, we went to the back and everybody had their cookies and then somebody ate my cookies or something like that. It was fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, Lexi got bopped for her cookies in the back. How come out? People out here hitting licks for some cookies.
I mean, when you got some fire-ass cookies like that, you got to
They were good, bro. They were so good. I had to go scoop some more the next day, bro. I swear. I did. Yeah, for real.
I didn't get a chance to go snag anything, but that's okay. I was too much. I wouldn't have probably have wanted to take the time out of anything because I was loving it. What about you?
Dude, I was locked in beginning to end. Same thing that you were saying too. Like, we prepped like as I feel like as much as we could. We like got to that point where like I feel like we've covered everything we can cover, and then
we're trying to double back
multiple
on stuff.
times. Just still sat there and like continued to just make sure we covered everything, and somehow. there still managed to be little things that slipped through the cracks right before too. So I'm glad we did take the time. And then
that's why I was gonna give this guy some shit. Haircuts are done the week prior, not the day of, fucker. Like that's where it's like little. So I got my haircut on Tuesday, and I was like, when he's like, oh, you had to go get the iPad, and he's like, he hadn't got a haircut. I was like, well, I did both. So it's like, I did both. I get it. But now you know, it's like, fuck, dude. Like those little things that maybe got pushed back. You're like, fuck. I wish this would have happened. I wish that would have happened. Now you know better.
Time the week prior, brother. I was so busy.
I know.
I mean, I was at the
welcome to running a fight show. That's why I said.
I was doing
Crew
so
Jones
much. Even beyond the fight show, you already know behind the scenes how much I was doing. Because obviously I had to move laterally because we won't go into that. But you know, I had to part ways with
the clock was ticking since you took over.
100%.
You know,
big time.
Yeah, big fucking time.
That
I'm gonna try to be cool. I just realized I got my hat sideways.
That hourglass got turned before I was even ready to take it on, you know what I mean? So like when that happened, I was like, well, fuck, dude, I gotta get all new product, all new designs, rebrand, restructure, new website.
You handled it great.
All that on top of getting a show together. You handled by myself, top to bottom. I didn't have any help on that.
And running our program.
Oh, so and don't leave that too. And coaching full time.
Yeah.
And bro, my old lady was out of town for fucking. You know what I'm saying? So like, I had all 3 kids and all this other shit. I was like, dude, I was fucking nonstop around the clock. I was literally working nonstop. I
didn't want to overpress you. That's again why we talked about like we could do the shirts too. I'm like no. If you're trying to make shirts for me during this whole fucking process, that's what I'm like. You're gonna end up disliking me because of
this fucking bastard.
This shit.
Making me make these fucking shirts, dude.
Shout out to Crew Brian Jones Jr. For the absolute chaos thing. Like that gave me not the complete understanding, but a great overall view of what these shows kind of because
what it takes and entails. Yeah.
And like if I wasn't fighting on them or like had a fucking fight drop, so I was free for the night. But like I was running the corners, or I was helping the staff and stuff like that. Like we had one night where Uriah Faber was one of the guests there. Like we were talking about some stuff, and you can imagine the extra pressure. Because of that, like having them in town, like having them be able to represent Team Alpha Male, which he was the I don't know situation now, but like Team Alpha Male, like having something up for that, having a booth for like a meet and greet, all that extra stuff, getting people in the door. I think he opened the doors an hour early to have that meet and greet and stuff like that. I can't remember, but. And then being up in the back room, you know how the back rooms always fucking run. They're always different. You have to track down your fighters. If we're running fighters, you gotta be like, all right, this person's in this. A lot of times you gotta make these little notes. Just running corners, like I took it very seriously, like how we did. Go and be like, all right, you're up next. You're on deck. You're in the hole. You know what I mean? Like, and if I'm not keeping that sequence, keeping my ducks in a row, I'm gonna lose it. And then Felipe was the main announcer for a long time, and I would come right out, and he'd be like waiting for that signal. And I remember a couple of times, like I fumbled it. I was like, because you know it gets busy back there. And he was like, exactly. So I was like, oh shit. But that didn't happen in this show. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was solid, man. That was I think Kia was the one that was getting everyone lined up, or maybe it was Lawrence. Maybe it was both. I don't know. There was all hands on deck this time. So shout out to the whole fucking team, man. Yeah. Like literally everybody was in there helping. You know, from security. Like Nick's dad came out to help with security. My homie David Fiedler, that I used to. It was funny because like back in high school, me and David we used to we had our group of friends that we would just organize like bare knuckle fights in the woods just for fun.
Yeah, you're talking about
just for funsies. Yeah.
I was talking about the high school little front yard brawls we used to do the other day, and the guy that got me into my fight because he fucking was talking a bunch of shit, and then when basically took what I said, twisted it up as I was talking shit, and took it to the dude, tried to snitch me out, and then I go to the fights and he's calling me out as I'm stepping out the car. So I was like, okay. But I was telling somebody I know about this story.
Like I accept.
Like, oh, you remember that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name, but I'll say his name if I see him.
That's him. But
I'll be like,
yeah, man.
remember this shit, motherfucker? I'm real quick with that.
But I think
yeah. Remember this happened? You're like, yeah. Nope. I don't.
no, I can't
You know
remember.
me. I get a little.
Yeah, but I think like overall, man, like everything fucking with everyone on deck. You know, we couldn't have pulled this together the way that we did without everyone that was helping. That's the thing that, like, again, that's where teaching that full spectrum coaching actually pays back. You know what I'm saying? Because now everyone in here has a different capacity that they can fulfill, and we can all move laterally and help each other laterally and do all this other stuff. So, like
not overwhelming your guys, like running corners for like the team that you pretty much already know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shout out to Mondo and JoJo. Like they were locked in on the corners that night because I was like, brother, like usually I'm in your corner. Me and Mondo are the ones usually cornering, but I was like, yeah, I can't corner and run the event.
So to your point, we almost had one of our guys matched on there, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Because I'm not going to trust the coach. Not that I don't trust our coaches, I definitely trust our coaches. Like if Juan were to step into that role to fill, obviously, Crew Jones or somebody else, we do have a good team for that. But I'd be losing my mind like the way you were. And I'm like, so the commentary would go a little flat because I know his, like I don't know him super well, but I could feel like you're like focused on like,
Yep.
Yeah, it's well, even like Madison was like, if I was one of Madison's coaches, I'd be telling him reverse position right here. And reverse position.
yeah. Let your fucking hands go.
I was like,
I remember there was even a point during that fight where like, and if you watched the live stream, then I'm sure noticed this, but there was a point you were like, go ahead, bro. I got the stream for a second, and I just fucking started going off, and then I thought about it after. I don't think I took the mic off, dude. Oh, it could have been Mathis as well.
Mathis, you were like really, Mathis and Madison, you were like really concerned for.
Yeah, well, just super close with them.
He's really invested. He's helped pad work and all kinds of shit with them.
Hey, you were telling me about that like last week and leading up to the fight.
Yeah, that was 100% the hardest part. Like, I knew I probably wasn't going to be able to help corner him, you know. But I kind of didn't expect, like I thought, you know, it would be obviously harder to stay professional. And like we talked about this before, like I'll do my best to be unbiased, but all that shit went right out the window. Not only could I not stay unbiased, I had a hard time watching that as a commentator. I did my best, but yeah, like you said, there was moments where I was like, this is just going to be what it is till this fight's over, you know?
Well, growing in the sport, like think about, we were talking about Jeff Hoiby, think about like somebody who he's invested in or likes to see win, and it's like you really have to extract yourself. Commentary is a little different. I feel like you're always going to have a little bias. I also feel like that's not the end of the world. I do have a little bias because obviously like I try to support you guys, Team Synergy, but I have less bias than you, and I can kind of aid in the neutrality side of things because of that. Like, okay, like, oh, that was a good jab by Styles Moody.
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
And
miss the points that I'm probably gonna miss because.
And that's why it's good to have that tandem, that back and forth.
That was a good fight. Styles fought well.
Yeah, I thought that was
damn good.
This is something I was gonna say earlier. You like doing the matchmaking for this and like that being something new. You've always been like super good for your fighters though, putting matchups together. I know that 100% for my situation, but also being as hands-on as I was with Mathis, I talked to Mathis and I talked to Styles, like thanking Styles, you know, because I know like what the Olaf fight did for me, even though I lost that fight, and I know what the Styles fight is going to do for Mathis. And like right away I got back there with Mathis and I was like, bro, this is what we said was worst case scenario, but guess what? It's still a pretty damn good scenario because you face way more adversity than probably most people are going to face in their first fight, and it didn't shake you. You know you were right in that fight the whole time.
He showed a lot of heart.
A lot of heart.
To the end when he was just, I liked this third round because he knew he wasn't winning. He came out hard. He's like, you see people when they're like kind of like coast when they know they're already kind of lost after 2 rounds and going to the third.
Yeah. Let me just get out of this safely.
Yeah. Yep. That heart, he came forward, he wanted to fight, he fight right up to the bell.
Threw caution to the wind.
And that's hard because like for anybody that doesn't fight that may be listening, imagine you're in a situation where like in a flash, the worst case scenario could happen. Like you're kicked in the head and you're waking up in an ambulance.
Right.
Like, to sit there and fucking be willing to go through that for something that's not like life or death. You're not protecting yourself. You're not protecting somebody else. It's not it is a primal state, but it's calculated. And to sit there and be like, all right, I'm going to throw that. I'm going to prep myself mentally and physically and go to do that. Like that's like, man, that's a real fighter.
Yeah.
So shout out to not only Miles Chesley for that, but Styles Moody for putting him in that position and like forcing that level of growth for both of them.
Yeah.
Shout out the whole T-Town, man. Everyone, everybody from them.
Their grit.
Yeah, they did well. They did really well.
I thought Nicole versus Madison did well. Nicole Gann, Madison Englehart. I'm saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, Nicole has fucking really long arms, and a little less technical than I usually see, but she was landing them.
Yeah.
Mathis was just eating them. She was like, boom, like, yep, I'm fine. Like you know what I mean? You could tell she was having a tough time kind of like getting started, getting going.
Yeah.
And sometimes like when you just can't get going in a fight or even a sparring round, it can be tough.
Yeah, it can be tough,
Yeah, I think she's kind of used to getting to the positions that she's really comfortable in, and like we were saying, Nicole did just a really good job of not letting her get to those positions. And also the rule set, one of those positions she really likes is to clinch her opponent up, and the couple times she did get there, obviously you got to break because it's K1 rules. So yeah, kudos to Nicole for just making it her fight, or fighting her fight rather.
And Nicole's got a handful of fights too, and like a good amount of smokers. Like she's got experience, so that was good for Madison too to go in there and fight somebody that's got the experience.
Yeah.
It adds a level of legitimacy to her training and to you guys as well. Like I said, I was even telling Jeff, like my very first fight with my opponent, it was his 10th fight, but it was very even. So like it doesn't necessarily, like I always say, fight record doesn't mean skill set.
Yeah.
So good job for you guys to get her ready, and good job for the matchmaking. Great job. Like all the fights are really good.
I feel like they're all pretty good.
Agreed.
Especially with a bunch of debuts, it was crazy good.
Crazy good. Emmanuel Rodriguez and Jonathan House, or Jonathan Holland.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jonathan House is at my gym. He's a
there
jiu-jitsu guy. The Rain went H.
Yeah.
But that was a great fight too. Like I thought John had really clean hands. Manny, he did really well. You see his Taekwondo background mixing with the Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Wild Style. I will say, I called the decisional incorrectly. So Jeff told me the cards, and it was a majority decision, 2 rounds to 1. I accidentally, for whatever reason, my brain said split decision when it came out, even though it was just like majority. So I've already reached out, said what it was, said my apologies for calling it wrong, not only to Dex and on his stuff like that, the coaching staff. But I just want to say it on here too, just like my apologies. First time ring announcer, it just kind of got blurred out. That was one of my little mistakes. Another one I noticed is we didn't put in the microphone check right off the bat the way we needed to. We made it work. It worked fine. But like apparently we were talking to some of the AV guys, and the audio setup was a little bit piggybacked in a way it shouldn't have been. It created a disconnect. Like we were talking about how the mic would cut off a little bit, or like I would turn it a certain way and it wouldn't sound the same. Like certain weird little things. I don't know shit about AV. So anybody that was at the fights and listening, like I was doing my best, found out like I couldn't hold a mic like this. I had to hold it right up against my fucking mouth. You probably figured that out too.
Yeah.
Just like there was one time where I was just like, yo, stick the mic a little closer.
Right. I was checking in at like intermissions and stuff too with my people, like, hey, can you hear us okay? Yeah. And they gave us the same feedback. They were like, you could get a little closer with the mic probably.
Yeah. Well, and that's a couple of the people said, because it is, you got like good obviously like walls and stuff like that with the glass painting and all that stuff. But I think that once it kind of the audio, it kind of goes above, you just lose everything in that big open gymnasium.
Yeah.
So we talked about like maybe there's a workaround or something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a better microphone that picks us up a
we'll-
little bit. But 6 months out, 7 months out.
We'll work on that. We'll get it better.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But man, I was fucking on. I was loving it. So let me go over my perspective as the ring announcer real quick. So I was a little nervous right before I made that opening statement. Like I said, I was like, whew, stepping in there, like, all
I
right.
can sense that a little bit. I'm trying to get like,
Yeah.
all right.
But I just kind of went into it. I noticed the first like maybe sentence I said, they were like, can't hear you, and then I looked over at Jalen, he pumped up the volume a little bit, and then so a little awkward hiccup right off the bat, but nothing that threw me off too much. Just kind of started getting the feel of this. Welcome everybody, blah blah blah. What really helped is I had to hand the mic right off to you. So it was like I'm not the only one speaking the entire fucking 2 minutes or whatever that meant.
Right.
I would like to. I wasn't comfortable enough, being my first time, to go in there and start doing the crowd work that we were talking about, especially right off the bat.
Yeah.
But moving forward, I would say like by fight 3 or 4, I was in my zone. It didn't fucking matter. Like nothing was really phasing me. But part of the prep being part of that. But just those little nuances and stuff, like obviously we'll fix up. But
Yeah.
next time, do a little more crowd work, have a little more fun with it. Yeah.
We got some stuff in the works for the crowd too,
Oh yeah.
to make it a little bit better for them. So.
All right. We're gonna have a dunk tank next time I hear.
No way, not in the middle of winter, bro. Hell no. Yeah.
Trampoline, bouncy house,
Yum.
ball pit.
Well,
Ball pit, bro. Who doesn't like a good ball pit? Smells like piss.
give him a pass.
But yeah, I felt the same way too. It was I felt a lot of like parallels from like getting ready for a fight to getting ready for that event. Like from the excitement and the nerves or whatever you want to call them going into it, and then also like leading up to it right before, like knowing I just hit a button. Looking good.
No, it's flashing.
I hit a button.
You broke in a microphone.
Sorry guys.
I don't know what you did either.
Yeah, I think that top one right there. But yeah, like right before we were about to go, and kind of feeling like, oh, okay, all right, time to just do the damn thing, and but also knowing in the back of my mind, like once we get going, it's just I know I put as much work as I could have going into it, so I'm not gonna stress about this, that, and the third. I did what I could. Let the chips fall where they may, and then
that's the fighter's mentality. I always try to go in with. If you were able to adapt that into the show, fucking bravo, dude.
Well, thank you, man.
That's just not easy. Like transferring a mentality from one aspect to another without the fucking physical imposition of a fight. Like that's good job, man.
Thank you. But and then also too, even the like once it did get going, immediately it was so much fun. What I mean?
Yeah.
And then same thing afterwards. I was like, dude, we did that shit. And we did it.
Well, I think if it wasn't fun, it would have been dreadful. Like we would have been like, fuck, this sucks. We're gonna make more mistakes. It's gonna be awkward. If it wasn't a fun show, if it wasn't a good time, if it wasn't set up properly, you know what I mean? Like, and here's like to say, there's a lot of your guys' team, a lot of your team fighting in their respective avenues. A lot of your team staffing it is at your facility, so the comfortability for everybody was right where it needed to be. It's like you know where the bathroom is at. There's not no like, oh shit, where's the, you know what I mean? All those little things when you're at like a different venue.
Yeah.
So there's no guesswork, especially for your team being comfortable in that environment. I feel like that adds a lot to it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And then even like Nick was saying, my dad helping with security, and like my mom kind of helping with the booth, like even outside of the team, just all the people. Yeah, shout out
Darcy's an angel.
Parents.
Great.
Yeah, it was great.
The familiarity of pretty much everybody involved, I think, went a long way, and also even to the audience. I'm sure the audience can feel that, you know, that like everybody cared a lot and wanted it to go really well. And I think, you know, that just spreads through the room, you know, even the people flying in from out of state or, you know, traveling here from out of state. One of the guys, one of the fighters made a point to walk up to me after the show and was like, hey bro, I had an incredible experience. Didn't even win his fight and still was like, loved it so much. I hope you guys have me back. It was a pleasure.
I would love to have that kid back.
Yeah,
he's a great kid.
Yeah.
Especially like being able to travel, you know what I mean, to go fight and not have it be, I think, because our era coming up, you're pretty much a pro before that happens. You're not, I mean, unless you're traveling on your own time to like Oregon, Canada, or Idaho. Tri-Cities, maybe Yakima or something. Shit
right.
Like that. You're not going to, you ain't getting flown to Vegas on the promoter's dime as an amateur. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an exception here or there. But
Jason does a really good job at that.
But now,
now, but a different time, different area.
Yeah, exactly. Think 15 years ago, like I'm 4 fights in, ain't nobody flying me out to motherfucking Virginia for a Muay Thai fight or some shit. Texas.
And for your debut at that had to feel so sick.
Oh man. Well, and most first fight shows don't have the finances to provide travel expenses and lodging and things like that. So, I mean, I don't know, obviously the situation with you, but fucking kudos. You know what I mean, to make it happen.
Word, man. Yeah.
Nobody needs to know the details.
It's like Aiden has a family out here, so that helps. So it was nice for him to probably come home and see some family. So like, he actually came out of pocket. Gakaro, yeah, great kid, man. Shows a lot of potential, man.
Remember,
Yeah, great
I wrote
fight.
them fucking cards out like 5 times.
All right.
Yeah, he shows a lot of potential, man. I would love to see him at 155 and fully hydrated and ready to go. Because I think
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
he would be a problem for a lot of people at 155.
Yeah.
Full-heartedly. No fluff, no bullshit. Like, I really think, and I used to fight at 45 and 55. So I think like 100%. He's still young. He's still coming into his own. So I really think at 155, problem, bro.
Yeah.
Problem. Athletic. Seems pretty sharp. Very even-keeled. You know, like nice. He had great composure. He, he dealt with the situation as well. He did really well. I would like to see him again. I want to bring him back for sure. And next time I for sure will be probably flying him out and getting him a hotel and things like that. Unless he wants to stay with family again or whatever. But he's a great kid. Shows a lot of potential. So I definitely want him back on the show on the next one.
Yeah.
So
I think that was one of my favorite fights of the night.
Oh man,
Just throwing that out there. I loved watching.
yeah,
that.
Ryan McBroom, Aiden Gakaro. That 100% was one of the fights that I legitimately was excited for and looking forward to see. And I know I coach Ryan on the striking side, and JoJo coaches him on the judo side and stuff like that. But he's a great kid. He's sharp mentally, very coachable, very. He's got like a good athleticism to him. Shows a ton of promise, and at 145, he's gonna be a fucking problem too.
Yeah.
So,
to your point, man, his fucking. So like I always say, beat him with footwork to start. He owned that fight just because of footwork and position. Not that he couldn't have. I don't know what else he's got because of the fact that he was able to do.
And this is
impressive.
Yeah.
Like even.
Did not look like a debut.
Seasoned fighter, for a seasoned fighter,
brand new, bro. I've only been coaching him on striking for roughly the same amount of time I've been coaching him. But
to understand
he lives with me, and Ryan only comes to the classes. Yeah, well, I'm huge. I mean, you can ask him. I layer that into everything, bro. So
like if you can beat him with footwork, like you really don't even have to engage that much. You know,
just your presence. Your presence alone shuts down a lot of things.
And your understanding of like distance, countering, all that kind of stuff really comes into play.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of the brawl out of it and adds the science into it.
Yeah. For sure. And that's why I think, because originally Aiden was going to fight at 170, and then he got really sick in camp, and then dropped below that weight. And then he was like, oh, yeah, maybe 145. I was like, well, I got a debut guy that I've been itching to get active. I've been nudging Ryan for a while. Like, come on, bro, come on.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
After that
like,
performance,
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
He was so like, I don't know, man.
Sometimes people who pull themselves back, and by the time they get fucking ready to let go,
I'm proud of that kid, man. I was super stoked to see that. But back to Aiden. So Aiden had like he got sick, you know, and then he picked a weight at 45. He's at 45 or 55. I was like, well, I have someone at 45, so he took the fight at 45. So I'd imagine like getting sick in camp and dropping below the initial weight that you agreed upon, and then having to go down to 45. That's why I say like I would love to see him.
That's a lot of weight, too.
It's a lot, dude. That's why I said I would love to see him at 55. Fully hydrated and ready to go.
So, because I thought
I'll bring him back. I will 100%
you know where my
bring him
head went when you said fully hydrated at this weight. I was just like, oh, you have to cut too much weight. So I didn't understand that he was sick. So to come back after like a heavy sickness and just be like, still want to fight,
still game, still down, don't want to miss the opportunity. I was like, bro, I was like, yeah, I got you. We're gonna make this fight happen no matter what. But
I love that, dude.
With that right there, like, bro, I will 100% bring him back as much as he wants to be back, you know. So great kid, and I'll even push his name along to other people that I know to get him out even further beyond just my own show, because no, I am not a gatekeeper, and no, I'm not trying to hoard talent.
That's a big thing. So, I want to speak to that, because that's something that doing the podcast more and more, like like obviously like you letting me do the ring announcer. I've been talking with Omar Akoga, Eddie Blackburn, and I'm seeing a lot of the old like we don't fuck with each other kind of stuff. Yeah. And I think that I hope that like obviously like anyone can do whatever they want. I'm not trying to hold anything back. Like if level of competitiveness for fight shows is good, because then all of a sudden like it's not just one big show. Yeah. I mean,
competitive if you're being innovative.
If you're even that. Well, there is something to be said for the tried and true formulas that work. Look at the casino shows.
Well, yeah, I just get tired of the same regurgitated shit on each show. Well, it's like different promotions, same shit.
Well, and that's why I just get tired of it. Omar Akoga, because he's told me his whole vision. He's like, I want to change that.
I can see them making moves.
Right.
Yeah, I can see them making moves.
Shout out again to Omar.
I said Darabio and Omar. I can see them both making moves to like make changes and be innovative. That's that's why I definitely see that.
And I know, I mean, look at all the promoters in the area. Like anybody that's showing me love, I'm gonna show it right back. If you're betting on me, you're gonna win. Because I'm going to give you my best fucking effort, like this weekend. Right. You're going to get the best fucking version of me. So all I'm asking for is if there's any sort of tension between whether or not you want me on my show because I'm affiliated with somebody else, I'm going to be affiliated with every single person that wants to be affiliated with 100%. Me. If it comes down to a tension of like,
them or me.
This ain't no fucking gangbang shit.
Yeah, that's just
gay. Like, oh, they're on that side, so I don't want to be on that. You know, it's like...
It's just whack.
But you start to see like the people that kind of came up and it's like, man, I don't want to piss off this promoter because I want to fight on their show, but I also want to fight on this show, and they don't get along. So it's like, and it's like, can we get past that a little bit?
I would love to. That's 100%.
And I think that you providing what you did gives a solid example of what this could be. Like, we don't have to be that way. Even, I mean, like, I love Crew Brian Jones Jr. He's my fucking mentor for all this shit. But he has that same sort of mentality, that old school, we don't mix. You know, we don't mix with other schools. Think about, like, you were at South Sound for a long time. There was a lot of that there.
Yeah, and I always wonder, because, like, real quick on that one, because I would constantly, like, why are we not cross-training with the other? I can pretty much see them.
Each other.
You know what I mean? Like, why are we not cross-training with the other gym?
For you that don't know, South Sound Martial Arts, the soccer center's, like, right there where, like, Portland Ave comes in.
That's right by EQC.
Right by EQC. And so are we. We're basically that little underpass, overpass is what separates us. 99 separates us.
Yeah,
we're stone's throw from each other, and then we just don't cross train.
Yeah, it was crazy. I always ask, but they're like, they just never.
Once in a great while, but it's always that old school tension. I'm not saying that, like, I don't want to get into any details, but like that old school, don't fucking cross train here. Like, we've all gotten past that. Like, there's no secrets in martial arts anymore.
No.
I think higher level competition and knowing each other in the community, like, that kind of helps further things, because other names come up. Like, oh, I know my boy over here. Like, how many people have been hitting me up lately for the podcast? A whole bunch. Got some bigger names. Again, shout out to Jeff Hoybe. We talked on Saturday trying to get Jeff.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be great. I'd be fucking honored if Jeff would come in.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I'm trying to get Jason Morris on here. Trying to get Brian Johnson to come on here.
Also great ones.
You know, exactly.
Brian's got a ton of fucking experience in the area. Like, he's been like a staple in
I think he's one of the
area forever.
One of, if not the longest running shows in the area. I mean, I was talking to James, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I fought at the old Apex go-karts. Like, that was the first fight I ever went to. Like, I didn't know you fought on that card."
Yeah.
So, but just the community being able to come back together and being able to shake hands and have a good time.
I would love that.
But I mean, it's already happened.
Yeah.
And to see that and be able to lift that up versus deter that. Like, yo, don't talk to that guy because they're affiliated over here. Like, I know that I have my version of that in the game. I'm not going to say any names, but there are two right now. And you don't see me say their names. You don't hear me say their names.
It's not worth the time, right?
It's not worth the time. But I want to see them do well too, because they're growing in the community. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to have their day as well, because it provides more legitimacy to the area. If they have good fighters and a good show, and we do, and you guys do, what's wrong with having a great roster in the Pacific Northwest of fighters? You know, like, I don't have to deal with their politics and their bullshit. You know what I mean? Neither do you. And so, like, if you hear me say somebody by name, that means I got love for you. You know, if you hear me say I will not say names,
right,
that's pretty much saying, like, I'm not going to get into the beef, because I do not necessarily.
Same. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the headspace.
And every single fucking person is gonna have one of those, if not multiple in this game. Yeah. And
I get a lot of that. I got a lot of haters. It's okay though.
I think, and I'm sure I do too. They're just not as vocal yet.
It's all right. It's all right.
But it's inevitable. Like, what are you gonna fucking do? Like,
I don't
know. Somebody's going to dislike something for anyway. Motherfuckers don't like that I wear my hat sideways. I started rocking my hat sideways like this on long ass road trips with my mom, because we were broke and I couldn't afford a haircut. And I'm sitting there and this fucking hair's getting in my eyes, and I always liked wearing the backwards hat like Ken Griffey Jr., like this man's doing right here.
Hey.
And then I couldn't lean back like this, so I fucking pulled my hat sideways, and I just started doing that ever since. It's also broke. It's the only hat I ever had. It's fucking 13 Miami Dolphins green and orange hat. So it's like, somebody's gonna hate you for that.
That's all right.
Somebody's gonna hate because I'm rocking Crocs. My mom and her boyfriend give me shit for wearing a man bun. I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do?
So somebody's gonna hate on you because you try to go to the pod in slippers with the toes out.
You good?
Oh yeah. Oh ladies.
On here?
Oh yeah. We were leaving the house. My lady's like, put some fucking socks on. Put some shoes.
Look at that nasty toe. You're gonna show that to the audience.
Show the world your ugly toes.
I got you because, like, my big toe got fucking pancaked by a 45-pound plate, an iron plate. It was right over here. It was leaning up against whatever, and I fucking dumbass bumped it, and it's like inside the shoe, dead fall. Boom, right on my big toe. I'm like, oh, this hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just walk it off. I'm like, oh no. And I had to pull the shoe off. It's like no blood, but now it's like a big fucked up looking toenail. All right, we did a quick break. We're back. We are back, baby. Anybody that's asking, it's hot as fuck out. We're in this like weird Washington, ended the atmospheric river, and then we hit like a 90-degree patch, and it's like 88 degrees in here. So the fan's fucking on.
Hell yeah.
Anybody don't like the fan interference? There's all these like auditory no-nos for like podcasting. It's like coughing into them, like crinkling the water bottle.
Right.
Fans, things like that. But guess what? We're human.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be alright.
Yeah. Go cry.
But
hit that 10. If you're watching on YouTube, there's some noise. Hit that 10-second fucking fast forward shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, man.
Didn't
So
I just sound like Butthead? Yeah.
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 That's why I made them. Like, we're gonna go rub one out in the tool shed real quick.
Yeah. Here the boys are whacking it in my tool shed.
I always liked the principal Mick Ficker. He's like, oh, it was like the shaky lines that Judge Rock was. Oh, you're expelled. Get out of here.
Yeah. I used to have
He's like, oh, a heart attack.
the Beavis and Butthead game on like Super Nintendo.
What?
Yeah.
That is fire. The one where they're like hella tall and they just jump like straight.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Dude, I wish I'd have known about that. That sounds so fire.
Still.
I had a couple of VHS that my dad put me and my little cousin onto, and it's super funny too because he was like kind of blonde, like dirty blonde, and we both had that same like.
That's why it's so relatable.
Dude, I think. Yeah.
It's like, oh, and everybody has like a dumbass friend that's fucking.
Yeah.
Well, you're eating crayons. You're 16.
I like the taste of red.
This red tastes fire.
Damn, did you try the red one, bro? What about brown? Did you try brown?
Look it up on the green one. Come on.
Don't be selfish. The other shade. The other shade.
Yeah, shout out Mike Judge.
I wanted to give somebody a shout out specifically.
Oh yeah, Joe Flores, man. Huge up to him, man, because he won his debut, and then afterwards he proposed to his girl. Dude, so I always wanted to say congrats to him and his girl, man.
Hey,
so
big congratulations on it from Nick and Nick, but from Zach from Sway City Muay Thai Podcast. Just started following Joe on social. Or started following each other, and
I think he just got a social, so that's great.
That's awesome. I mean, if you want to be a fighter nowadays, like,
you gotta whore yourself out. That's just what it is.
It's the opposite of the old days where you're like, no.
Yeah, isn't it strange? Like no cameras allowed ever.
Strange.
Yeah.
Like I talk about it all the time. Like me putting myself out there almost feels like the opposite of what I always. No. Just play small. Don't put yourself out there. Cause I was shy. Fat, you know what I mean? Like not, always getting criticized and stuff, and then all of a sudden, why the fuck not? And to actually want to kind of touch on that, one of my favorite quotes from any movie is the Coach Carter movie, the basketball, where Samuel Jackson's the basketball coach. You know where I'm headed.
Timo Cruz.
And he stands up in the library. He's like, it's our greatest fear isn't that we're weak, it's that we're powerful beyond our measure, and it's like it's our light. That fucking basic, I can't remember the exact speech, but he talks about is like letting your light shine gives other people silent permission to do the same. And you brought that up on the last show. You're like, fuck, bro, watching you do the podcast and do this. It's like, I fucking can too. And then you're doing the interviews. It's like you took that and said it and fucking did it and all that stuff. So like, I'm proud of you
My
for
bad, bro.
stepping up
Appreciate
like
it.
that. You know what I mean? Like, because how many of us want to get in front of the fucking camera? None of us. Like, I want to be that guy. Not that many people. And unless you're Justin Bieber on fucking YouTube, hate that little fuck, but whatever, I'll box him.
Shit.
He's actually probably getting
Set it up.
good. What?
Set it up, dude.
Set it up. Well, he's on Team Mayweather.
KCFC too.
And now, fighting out of the red corner,
Me.
your announcer, Zach Zabel.
Versus the Bean.
I just call him the Beaver. If I get to announce him, oh, bro, oh, baby. I don't know if that's the only song he did right now. Because that was like his breakout song. But he got some good ladies.
He's doing all right, it seems
He's
like.
doing all right.
I think he's got it all right.
He's doing all right.
His life seems pretty good.
Guy. I was listening to like the Joe Rogan podcast, and they're like, I forget who his guest was. They're like, man, I think it was Action Bronson. And he's like, bro, we went to like Chichen Itza or somewhere, and like Justin Bieber was just there, and a bunch of his fuckhead crew went and got up on there, so they wouldn't even let people air it or whatever, because Bieber and his fucking crew fucked it up.
Whack.
Yeah, you gotta stop looking like him.
Oh, my bad, dude. Come on, dude.
My bad.
Oh, my bad, bro.
You're like, oh, come on.
I'm about to run with that one, dude. Zach told me I look like Beaver, dude.
My friends used to shave my head if you look at them, like especially when I fight. They're like, bro, you look like Uncle Fester.
Oh,
I have the
nice.
fucking black rings around the eyes.
Nice.
I'm like all fat. I'm like, ugh. It's like, And then you see a picture, like they show you a picture, and you're like, fuck, I do.
I do look like a little faster, bro.
You went unbald. Like the first one when you got a wig. Second one.
There you go.
Now.
There you go.
Call me Ogre Melonhead or Shrek.
Fucking name, man.
That's a good name. Fat Zach is the best.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good rap name, bro.
Fucked up. Yeah, it's a good pizza name for a pizza joint that got stolen. Stolen.
Should fight him.
What was your... Violence solves everything.
As long as the timeline, it usually does.
So what was your nicknames coming up? You got Slick Nick. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
You know. What else you got?
A bunch of goofy shit.
I just fucking myself out. Like, come on.
Yeah, a bunch of goofy shit. I mean, back in high school, fucking hated it, but it was fucking... They used to call me Chronic back in the day, bro. Chronic. I'm like, bro, you realize that every time you call me that, you're fucking snitching me out too.
Yeah.
Simultaneously. And you know that that's illegal, right?
I hate that whole high school stigma.
Bro! Fucking, I was a fucking major pothead.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, yeah, me too.
No call high school for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
But, dude, that was terrible. Dude. I used to hate it. I hated it so bad. I'd be at work and people would come to work. Oh, so Chronic.
It
I'm
sucks
like, dude,
because, like, there's...
Stop!
Like, dude, you're...
Read the room, bitch, I'm at work.
You're fucking piss tested. You're gonna be fucking fired.
Yeah,
and guess
shut
what?
up.
We're about to throw down.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
If you, that's basically like high school snitching.
Yeah, not even realize, they're so high, they don't even realize they're snitching.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Chronic. Fucking stop. Stop it, don't do that.
So bloody nose. Like, start fucking.
Oh, Captain Nose Beers. What's up? Dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I will say, like, that's not that bad. Like, you know, some things fucking stick with you. I was like 18, and I had a job interview like 6 hours later, bro. I was at a house party getting drunk right before. Aced the interview, got the job. That's another story for another time. At this party, it's like dude's 18th birthday. We were drinking like red rum back in the day. A bunch of other fucked up shit like E&J. A bunch of like nasty shit. This motherfucker's so drunk. I'm not gonna say his name, but everybody that's in the hood that listens to this is gonna know the story. This motherfucker is like passed out in front of my buddy Steven's front porch. Steven had like a little dirt bike track. It's my best friend Steven Blaine, one of the three. This motherfucker's so drunk, whipping out his dick, laying on his back, pissing in the air, and splashing all over him, bro. And
that's
everybody
insane.
has been telling this story probably like once a week to once a month that was there. So I still see people that know this. I'm like, bro, you remember that? Like, I still talk about that. I mean, that's why I'm not saying dude's name, but like, if you listen or if you're the homies, you know who.
Man, they lucky it was a different time because that shit would be fucking. It would
so viral. So viral.
Oh man,
motherfucker went viral. He done the fucking.
Bro, I'm fucking Insta famous.
Hell yeah, you're the guy.
Infamous. But no, back to the fights, man. I just want to kind of say congratulations on putting together a successful first show. Like, over blanket statement.
I appreciate that.
But you've seen how many people try, do okay. Try, do 1, 2, 3, fall off. Try, do one, don't do another one, or do another one like 4 years later. Or they sit there and they do the one-off. Like, it has to... You have to have a return on investment right away or not doing another one. And kudos to you for approaching it differently, thinking about a long-term goal and implementing the first show, thinking about that, keeping it cheap for your sponsors. Because you think about like sponsorships for these go up to like $1,000 or more, up.
Oh, yeah. But even $1,000 is low.
But I mean, just depending on the venue and everything. Like I know, like for the vinyl banners, a lot of people just $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000 up, you're not gonna get your money back.
Yeah.
But everyone's gonna know your name. Like speaking of which, shout out, thank you for rocking the Muay gear.
Ooh,
shout out to
we'll check the back out right quick.
For providing the banner, for providing a bunch of gear, going out to everybody, hooking it up on some shirts. They hooked me up with some stuff for the event, some personal, smoke stuff.
Yeah.
They are always. I love it, man.
I would say lock in with us a bit sooner. As you can see, this is the eventy that we gave out, and on the back of the eventy has everybody that came to the show, supported the show early on. Like if I have you locked in by a certain date, I will 100% blast the internet with you, and I will put you on every flyer, every T-shirt.
Your following, like, just in the last few months, has actually gone up quite a bit. Because I remember you sent me one where a long time ago, it was like, you had like 7,000 followers, and now you're like way up from there. I don't even know what you're at, but like the growth is happening. You tagged me, or we collabed on that post earlier about like hundreds of thousands of views.
Oh yeah.
And the growth is there to back what you're doing now. It's not like you're starting this and hoping for the growth on the back end. The growth has already been happening. So.
Yeah, I'm just getting everything else in order to receive that. That, you know what I'm saying? So, got the YouTube channel started. I'm going to post every single one of these fights in a playlist, so you can go through and you can find each fight of the night in there. I'm going to do that going forward. That way, you know, everybody involved has access to view it for themselves and their coaches. They can dissect it, do some film study, see what they did good, see what they could do better, make the refinements, come back a little bit better.
Show their friends and family.
Right, show everyone.
That, like,
the ones that couldn't make it or the ones that missed the live stream. Like,
well, and I love that you're providing this because, again, dialing it back to when we used to fight, I think I've got maybe 2-3 minutes of footage of me out of all of my fights together.
Right.
Very little footage of me fighting. Very couple more pictures than I have minutes of footage.
Right.
It's really not out there. So you providing those, having a high level photographer. Give them a shout out.
Yeah, he killed it. So shout out Monty.
But I can't remember his Instagram.
Face to face photography. So it's like F2F
photography. Yeah.
We'll put it in the description down below.
So shout out to them.
And then Lavoy handled the live stream. So that's Cage Animal MMA.
That was great.
He did that.
Jalen did great. DJ
Clear. Clear Fades on IG. The girls killed it.
I was on the live stream with that one.
Big fan.
I like
my man.
But no, they were cruising around. I was telling them they were cruising by, and I'm like, man, shout out to Nick for choosing some good ladies on this. And then the next time we come, we're like, just real quick again, because there's no action going on. I'm like, I got some action going on right here. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was kind of cool seeing the cage side.
I didn't hate it. You're stupid.
Sitting next to me. Come on,
I gotta give a shout out to the homegirl Damien real quick too, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, my bad.
We're doing this a little late.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to the homegirl Demi, man. That she helped me out big time with taking getting those outfits together for the ring girls.
Yeah,
she did that.
They look good.
Yeah, she killed it. Like she was supposed to be involved in the show with the bar and stuff like that, but that fell through. There's nothing I could really do about it. It was out of my control. The number they were asking for was astronomical.
That's typically for spirits. That's your that's your big cost. And a lot of times there are people that do like the mobile bars and stuff like that. They'll show up, but they're asking for almost, if not all, of the profits of what they do. So basically, you're just providing another avenue for people of enjoyment, not profiting. But there's other avenues. Like I know you struggle, like all the licensing for the food truck outside, right? That was something that you were struggling with.
Unfortunately, so the property's under new management, which I wasn't even aware of. So basically, like someone purchased the property from the previous owners. So now it's under new management, and there's also new rules set in place that didn't previously exist. So now that I have awareness of that little hiccup, it'll be addressed, and we'll be good to go. That's kind of what I was
kind of getting at. Is that
a little bit of a learning curve on that one. I did, that's unfortunate.
It's some of those things where, like you talked about, you had a month to get set up. And it's not like you're gonna be like every single fucking detail in the
And
month for
fucking
a
almost
show.
did, dude.
Almost.
I had it, and then I did it, but it was fucking close, dude.
But
I
it
had it
wasn't
all.
like it destroyed
So,
the show. Like,
yeah.
it's a fucking great show. And you had a little snack table out there. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to provide some sort of snacks and food. And again, shout out to you. Dobro's cookies out there.
Those are
slinging
fire.
Them shits.
Yeah, I still got some in my fridge. I'm about to go smack when I get home.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I need to get some more.
How
did the Karma booth do? So
I feel like I think it did well. You know, I got again another one of those hiccups that was out of my control. Was like I had a huge chunk of things get held up at customs, including the new title belt that I wanted to have on display and like little things like that, and the medals. But as soon as I get those medals in hand, I'll be mailing them out to everyone that won their fights. But you know, I think the booth did well. People seem to like all the designs I'm cooking up and the things that I had on display. Because I had a few things that were display only, just to try to get some interest in, like the football jersey, those black Muay Thai shorts, those black and silver ones. Did you see those? Hard.
I did not.
They're hard. They're sick. They're sick, bro.
New Muay Thai shorts coming out. I will say, the Muay Thai shorts that you hooked me up on, the one with the all over print. Madison was wearing those during her fight, and you guys had another fighter wearing. I can't remember his name, but man, those looked fire in the ring. It's just the color combo pops.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people don't like the red and blue, but I like that you have like the ghost print, like the logos get bigger and smaller. Man, those are some nice shorts. So coming up with some dope gear. So I wanted to ask you how the table did. Like we're all rocking Karma hats.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be out.
I like yours because it's just like my grandpa's old hunting vest.
Yeah.
Like same exact hat style and everything. Where he would be wearing that hat that didn't say Karma, so like fucking Remington or some shit, and then wear the Remington exact same like puff coat vest.
Right. Yeah.
Old school, not when it was cool.
Yeah.
When it was warm for the woods.
Yeah. I love the duck print, bro.
Yeah, the duck print. That's
it's a duck print camo. I love it.
Because you like what is it? The Woodland was the other one, right? You had like Woodland camo.
The new hoodies?
And I'm like, that's the camo that I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
But you did it really well, especially with the large Karma logo in all white.
On the back?
It really offsets the fact that like it is camo. Plus, it's Pacific Northwest. Everyone likes fucking camo.
Yeah, camo and flannel, bro. It's Northwest. That's how we get down.
Speaking of which, the Abba Jabba jersey, I love that. You need to do a red and black lumberjack Biggie style, because every time I read that, I'm like, I got the yellow black lumberjack without a hat to match.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you had a red and black, I'd be singing that shit. Because that's actually my favorite song currently of all time.
Yeah?
It was all a dream.
There you go.
I never read Word of Night.
Yeah, I wanted to. I got some stuff in the works for fall. The lumberjack pattern is definitely one of the ones that I wanted to.
Onion.
Yep. But I was thinking some Muay Thai shorts as well.
Ooh.
So yeah, we might.
Fun.
I got some designs that I have in mind that I haven't got to fully execute yet, but I'm always cooking on stuff like that. It's like for me, I have a very extensive background in different art capacities, and this is just one way where I can kind of utilize some of that creativeness and have an outlet for it and just make cool shit that I would want to wear, but also other people would want to wear too. So it's kind of like both a passion project and a hobby all in one. I don't know. It's like
oh no, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I dig it. I like doing it. That's also why I have like some elements of like graffiti stuff in like the shorts that I gave you. Like,
bro, that's my favorite. So a quick backstory is Sway City Muay Thai. I've always said like I name everything I do Sway City, Spanaway. It's where I'm from. Sway Side Tattoo. Take it where I go. I was doing the reselling thing for a long time, still kind of do, but the name of the business for a while was Sway City Resellers. And a friend of mine that's no longer with us, he's a tagger too. Then he drew a badass Sway City thing, and then another friend, went to my buddy Rocky's house and tagged it all on the inside of it as a garage. So it's like Sway City, and I'm like, I want that as my Sway City Resellers logo. Never happened. But being that you are really good with graffiti and stuff, further down the line, I would love like a graffiti style shirt or something like that for my life.
I'm down, bro.
You just heard him say he's down.
I'm down.
And the fights are over. We talked about this at the time.
I got time. Today I got time, guys.
So we're gonna start putting this together. So I know my team is listening to this. So those of you guys that are, put some numbers together. We already have a good chunk, a good list. I'll double tap back with them. At least like I think it's 20 or 25.
Perfect.
Already for pre-order. So anybody out there, Sway City Muay Thai, we're gonna do whatever. Basically, I'm gonna let you run with it. The only one I don't want altered much would be the original logo, which I'm gonna alter again at a certain point anyway. What?
Get a big old butt plug as a teardrop bag.
I was thinking weed leaves. But an all over print.
Not butt plug?
Hear me out. An all over print of butt plugs and weed leaves.
Oh. I'll take 2.
I'm sure you will take 2.
Well, how do you do that, bro?
Made me fucking choke, bro. Not like that.
It's so funny because everybody that knows me is like, I don't do gay jokes, but I'll fucking try to clown somebody. But yeah, you're a pretty good sport about it. It was funny because like at the Bees and Hot Chicken, when we all pulled up after the event, I'm like, these two pull up, you guys immediately go after each other. These motherfuckers, like, everywhere they go.
Yeah.
You weren't both just sitting there, like, I don't know, both y'all have your ladies, it'd be like,
Yeah.
a little weird.
Dude, when we were driving off, I looked at her and I was like, we're a little vulgar sometimes, I know.
I apologize.
She just giggles.
Your girl's so cool.
Yeah, she's super chill, man. Super supportive, too.
Yep. I always feel weird, like, I don't friend request my homies' girls for, like, just because I feel like it's awkward, but, like, she's hella cool. You know what I mean? So,
I do. I want to know what that bitch doing. I'm watching.
Hey, he checks me. He checks me too, man. If I'm gone for a couple days on the weekend, he's in my phone like, hey, this next week, it's time to lock in. He's super good about that. I'm appreciative of that.
I gotta have full perspective of what's going on, man.
Yeah.
Well, you also have your living student right here.
Yeah.
So
I care about this guy.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Not to say you don't care about all your other students.
No, I care about everyone. Yeah, I do.
It shows.
I definitely give a shit.
I want to give a big shout out to everybody that, not just the staff members, but like your team specifically, like Ron. Ron did a great job, especially like running things from kind of like that background standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, he helped out big time with wrapping hands on top of it.
Yeah,
so he was wrapping hands and just, I really appreciate Ron as like beyond just a coach, a business mentor. You know what I mean? Because he's got a lot of.
That's Crew Jones for me. So I totally understand that.
Yeah, so like he's got a lot of so like beyond like the coaching component, like obviously I'm not actively competing. I'm not saying that I couldn't or wouldn't, but I'm just doing different things right now. But beyond the coaching element, like he still kind of coaches and mentors me through a lot of this new business stuff that I'm dealing with. Because this isn't my first business. I guess technically it's my third business, but running a painting business and construction stuff is completely different than running an apparel company and a fight promotion. You know what I mean? So it's completely different. There's elements that translate and correlate, but then there's a whole list of other shit that you have no idea what to do with, right?
And if you didn't know the fight game as well as you did.
Yeah, it'd be a whole fucking another list of shit, you know what I mean? So like being able to have someone that I can reliably depend on for a little bit of guidance through things that may not be as clear, I constantly go to him for, you know what I mean? So like it's cool to have him. I really sincerely appreciate having him. And he's such like a cool, even-keeled guy that I've never really seen him worked up. You know what I'm saying? So like, even if he is worked up, you're never gonna see it on the surface. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
You can't say that about my crew.
I can't even say that about my fucking self, bro. Like, you're gonna see it. I'm gonna tell you you're a hoe to your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hard time holding back when.
like, I don't like you, dude.
But what you said about me and crew Brian, you're like, you obviously like you could tell right off the bat you guys have like a good rapport, like a good back and forth, like a good relationship, and you guys have that exact same thing. Like I can tell just right off the bat. So, and again, for the event specifically, thank you to both of you guys for not micromanaging like myself. Or
we don't
anything like that.
we don't really do that in general. You know what I mean? Unless like, there's some fighters where we kind of have to do that with, because otherwise they're gonna fuck up. But in general, we do not like to operate like that. We're the kind of people where it's like, if you see me doing some shit and you can kind of just see what is going on, why are you gonna stop? Oh, you want some help? Motherfucker, I got 300 bricks behind me. I'm moving 10 at a time. You think I don't want some help? Yeah, bitch, I want some help. Get the fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, we're just like,
you're not the kind of person that's going to go out and ask. It's like, yo, if you're willing to provide help, hop in and help. It's like, I'm not going to
right, and that goes further with us than anything else.
Mm-hmm. I feel like also that that'll make the whole team unit better. Like you always talk about not wanting to put people in positions that they're not gonna enjoy, and thereby take it serious and execute correctly.
Yeah.
When doing it that way, they kind of like weed themselves out. You know the people showing up to help are
they're there for the right reasons. Exactly. They know that they want to be there. They know they want to help. They're not going to ask. They're just going to do.
Right.
And those are the ones that we will 100% be carrying forward to do bigger things.
And so like, in thinking about like the next event, if we had a chance to like get the staff together like a couple days prior or something like that, just in a group like how we did at the fighters meeting, just be like talk about whose role is what.
Yeah.
Stuff like that always helps, because now a lot of your guesswork is going to be done. Mm-hmm. A lot of those like anomalies are kind of covered.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a lot more time this time being the primary role.
From the start,
5 months,
out the gate,
to the next show.
Out the gate, I got control over everything. I'm not relying on someone to fucking not do something.
Not even that you're relying, it's just that the fact that you didn't know you had to step up in this fucking role the way that you did, and you'll know it before, and you'll have the time to make it successful.
Well, I mean, if someone comes to you and says that they want to take point on a project, and you say, okay, I'm going to trust you to do that, and then 5 months goes by.
I know, we're not trying to get into that. I know you said that earlier, but I fully understand. It's like,
I was relying on somebody, and that was the problem.
If the way that I was just like, I want the ring announcer. And you're like, yep, I got you. Yeah. And then if I was like, if I fucking fucked it off and didn't practice and act like I didn't care, you'd be like, hey man, I'm going to have somebody else this next time.
100%. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's why I'm like, but for me.
That's why I directly asked both of you, like, hey, what kind of involvement would you want? Because that's where I know you're gonna actually want to excel with it. Yeah. And I think that's the best
interest in what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than sticking somebody somewhere they don't want to be.
Dragging their feet. Like,
because remember like the old school shit. Like I'm not gonna like teachers and shit. Like I'm not gonna put him in to do what he's wanting to do. He's gonna fuck off. I'm gonna put him and force him into a situation you don't want to do. Like, bitch, you just robbed me of my own growth.
100%. Yeah.
You know. So, but I just want to say thank you, because like not micromanaging that gave me the opportunity to sit there and be like, because you saw how many times we were like the 2 weeks prior, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do this, I got an outro, I'm gonna run a specific song past Jalen, see what he thinks. Remember we were going over this too. It was like, I don't want to do the NSYNC bye shit, so it's like I had some like other shit, and you're like, yeah, okay, fucking do it. So
I can have it, bro. Let's do it.
But see, I usually have a lot more feedback from like my other people that I reciprocate with, like Jones and stuff, and they're like, well, yeah, I think that's good for this, and you're like, yeah, I'm like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah, bro.
Right. And then you have to waste time on a conversation. I just got to go right to it. So, dialing in the opening statements, but like you can imagine if they're like, no, I want it worded this way, or if you're like, Zach, I want you to sound like the classic casino announcer.
Hell no.
Even so, Hoiby was just like, oh, he's like, who's Bruce Buffer? You know, do his thing or whatever. And it's like that's copyrighted. So like right there, and he's like, can't say that. That's copyrighted, but Bruce Buffer. And he's like, that's why his brother in the UFC does his own thing, and everybody else like. Yep. So it's like, I'll find my way in.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
I fucking had fucking blast.
That's what I keep telling you guys from the jump. It's like, I want you to be you, bro. I don't want you to be a replica.
Able to get
I had a bunch of people like, oh, you should do this like so and so. I'm like, should I? Because I don't think they've done anything different for X amount.
Well, just like, I'm not trying to be like.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be me. I want us to be us.
Otherwise, you're forcing yourself into a box.
Bro. Like, I can't do it. Like I've told you before.
Like I just running a show.
No, cannot do it. I cannot do it. I cannot even. Like, dude, I've had good jobs. I've had career jobs that I've left because I can't stand being around certain types of people. They make me feel gross. They make my skin crawl. Like, I just can't do it. If I'm not being true to myself and fully authentic with who I am and what I'm capable of doing, I'm not going to fucking want to do it. I'm not going to fucking.
Your light shine.
Yeah, bro. Like, I can't do it. Like, I will take a hit financially, take a step back financially to do what brings me joy and fulfillment in life, and I will figure out how to make that work. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm not gonna sit here and be miserable and want to fucking blow my brains out every fucking day because a paycheck. Nah, bro. No. Like, talking to me with disrespect? No. Fuck no. I quit my union gigs and all that shit because I don't let certain things ride. I had people swear at me via text about certain little things because they misunderstood how I try to convey something to someone. This go. And I was like, all right, cool. Guess what? Don't need you on the show. I don't need you on the show. Don't ever fucking swear at me, bro. Don't speak with no disrespect. I'm not a disrespectful person. I treat everybody with respect, with kindness, and gratitude. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't come and reciprocate that kind of energy, I don't want you in the room. I don't want you in the facility. I don't want you involved in my shows. You're not welcome.
I mean, anybody like that should, like, that is the wrong approach. There's a thing called tact. I learned this in management, but it's a very normal life skill. If you want a specific outcome, do not walk, like, if your outcome is to get to the other side of the river and you're going to cross this bridge, that's your outcome, is to get to the other side of that river. You're going to set fire to the bridge before you cross it. Like, you're going to impede your outcome.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, what is this? Or a lot of people feel justified being like, fuck this, fuck that guy, or talking to them a certain way because of the fact they feel like you may be impeding them getting over there, when it's the language and the communication. That's why I say communication is the best skill you can fucking have.
Yeah, a lot of these guys don't know how to communicate correctly, and they don't come with the right verbiage, they don't come with the right energy. I'm like, nah, man, I don't.
You don't even have to have the proper energy, but if you're like,
bro, if you're coming at me aggressive, I'm shutting it down.
But like, no, say me and you are like yo, what the fuck, man? But both of us have this composure about us, and it's like, I'm not gonna say anything or do anything to cross you, even though I'm upset. And you're in that same boat looking at me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We can still be like, all right, hey, man.
Agreed.
It's cool, you know, like shit like that.
Okay, that I understand. Yes.
But like, if you're like, fuck you, bro. Like, I want to be the title fight. Like, I'm not doing title fights this show. Like, fuck you.
I would have. I just didn't have anyone.
But you see how like somebody can be like, I want this. Like, you aren't in a position to make demands or to.
I don't play that game.
Or to speak to a promoter. Let's try to plug in.
Yeah. I think too, you operating like that going into it had a big part in why, like, the energy of the entire room was what it was, and the show turned out to be what it was.
Bro, like, I don't care if you're the best in the area, but if you're a shitbag person, or you come with some funky ass energy, bro, like, I don't want you in the room with me.
That's what you really gotta do. Just be a civil person.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotta deal with everybody. You're gonna be the person that, like, you know, like, throwing shit at the McDonald's employee because they fucking got your order.
That was one time, Zach. Let it go.
Well, I hated working. I worked at Subway, not McDonald's, but yeah. Subway sub two, losing, smelling like pickles every day.
Yeah, well, that was a different reason.
Good old pickle dick.
Man, bro. Man, I'm just like, I'm very selective with who I want to be around and energy matters to me. Like, I don't want disruptive, non-cohesive, combative, just negativity, bro. Like, I'm just like, I grew up in
toxic.
I grew up in a really abusive home, and I have zero tolerance for it. Zero tolerance.
That's like the kid that grew up with a drunk dad. Either you drunk or you hate it.
I don't drink at all.
Yeah.
It's very rare you see me have a single drink, and it's because someone like nudged me. Come on, man! Like,
because we all went out after the fights, kind of thing.
Right, like one beer or something like that.
Yeah.
If it's like a social thing, like, oh man, I just want to celebrate. If that's your way of celebration, dude, then I will celebrate.
I know, I got a bunch of fire ass liquor in here. I don't even touch it.
I got a bar cart in the house. It just sits there. But for me, it's like one of those things. Like, I have it present also to say that I'm in control. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need this. I don't even desire this. Like,
which is huge, because I feel like I had a conversation with one of my snowboarding buddies back in the day about the same thing. It's like a difference between being sober and like white knuckling it and like being free of that, you know?
That's a great fucking differentiation.
Yeah.
Because some people are gonna hear that like, fuck man, I need that shit. And then some people are like, I don't need that shit. Like, when I don't smoke weed and I get past that anger thing, I feel that freedom.
Yeah.
And that's not because I love smoking my weed, man.
Right, but like, to know it's take it or leave it.
Yeah, exactly. And it fucks with me a little bit.
It's tricky, man. That's tricky to navigate through.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm close to wanting to call it off for like 30, 60 days just for the other side for a bit.
Yeah.
Something I haven't done in a long time.
I don't know. I didn't partake during camp, really. Like, when I was active, I wouldn't partake in camp.
See, that's when I rely on it the most, is to get me back to
Whoa, smoking. Let me clarify. You said smoking weed.
Right.
I did not smoke weed during camp.
So you just
edibles.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kept my lungs fresh. Edibles, yeah, we're gonna do that.
Something that's like easy in, easy out, versus like my liver's gonna process this shit. We'll see what happens. At least hopefully you're keeping a low dose.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. Sometimes I become the couch. I do keep it like pretty mild. It just helps me kind of wind down enough and get it calms the nervous system enough for me to kind of catch my breath after, being so like the whole time.
Dude,
but also, especially with edibles, my body, I can feel the little aches and strains a little bit more of what I need to actually show attention to, and make sure it's not like.
I thought you were gonna say it was gonna dull it off. Mine gets a little more dull.
Yeah, that. But I can feel it. Of where I'm like, okay, I need to be a little more conscientious of like this element of my body right now.
Like fucking self-awareness, just like.
Yeah. but then it's like I can train more appropriately and effectively if I know that certain things are strained, right? Because I don't know, I just want to stretch a lot, so I'll stretch a lot after taking some edibles.
Okay. Yeah. That makes perfect sense because that's what I like to do. So because I used to try to smoke a joint and fucking stretch, but it wasn't getting the same effect. And I'll take because I got a little tincture that I take, or a little syringe, like a live rosin, basically.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's more of a head thing. Like the smoking is more of a head thing.
Yeah.
The edible is more of a body thing. So that's like obviously you get some psychoactive effects as well, but the physical thing is what I'm usually looking for because my body's fucking hammered on all the time. Yeah. Like I did, extreme sports forever, and lots and lots of fights and growing up, and my body's pretty fucking hammered on for sure.
And a lot of people that haven't even done combat sports or anything. You think about like the dude that's done construction for 25 years.
Yeah, did that too.
Their bodies are hammered on.
Or the opposite of that, the person that sat at the desk for years and years.
Well, they don't realize that they desperately need, the people that are sedentary desperately need physical activity. That is like almost the only remedy in my opinion.
For sure.
Agreed.
Whether or not that's just getting up and going for walks, but like if you have a sedentary lifestyle, fucking good luck. You're gonna need to spend almost as much time outside of that chair as you do in that chair.
You gotta move.
Your body's made to do.
Yeah.
Like you look at our ancestral fucking DNA, the way that like tribalism and stuff like that. That's where our bodies are made to be right now. and sitting at a fucking computer or however you want to coin it, standing behind a desk or making fucking coffee or doing all that shit, like that's not normal.
Right.
You know, even what we do, combat sports, it's not normal to throw a fucking 1,000 jabs in a hate. It's
right.
not normal. When in our ancestral DNA type build, like when has that ever really happened outside of competition?
We'll see.
Real quick too, I wanted to double back earlier the thanks you were giving Nick about like letting us really step into those roles. Personally, I wanted to thank you too, bro. I know I've talked to you a little bit about this as well, but yeah, like the having the opportunity to like help you out meant a lot to me as well, because you've done so much for me over the last little period of time. And then also, like I was telling you earlier, being like this young in the game and being able to like see this side of it, and not only see it but kind of open my mind to like there's so many more avenues that I could potentially be involved with this for the rest of my life if that's what I want to do. And I think maybe some people don't see that, you know. I for sure, like I said, it opened my mind to it in a different way than I had thought about it before, because in my mind it was like you fight until you're done and then you coach, and like not everybody can make that work, you know. But to just like, it gave me a little hope of like, you know, there's so much more opportunity. You just gotta think outside the box and, you know, put your mind to it. So thanks for leading by example on that front as well.
I appreciate
and for the opportunity too, man.
I appreciate that. I'm big, and I constantly tell him all the time too, man. Carve your own path, bro. You know, that's something that.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah, you know, it's like when you don't necessarily know all the time like which way is going to go, but you know, at the same time though, it's you know, you're gonna figure it out,
right?
You know,
yeah,
so
if
that's
you're doing your best. Yeah,
if you're doing your best and you actually genuinely give a shit, there's no way you won't find your way. There's no way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's not possible. You know, there's only so many outcomes and so many possibilities of which avenues that you're gonna try and you know, take on. And it's like I feel like I've worn plenty of hats throughout my lifespan. A lot of which just didn't fit clearly, you know. But when it came to martial arts, I knew that was it. In any way, shape, or form. So even if I'm not competing, I'm going to coach. If I'm not coaching, I'm going to help in some capacity. You know what I mean? This is one of those things that provided me the outlet to become a better person, and I really strive to get in a position to help as many people as I can to come together, be more cohesive, and actually develop a platform and community that we can further that with more people and have more of an impact in a positive fashion, you know. So that's why I sincerely appreciate you as well, and I appreciate you as well, and everyone else that's been helping. You know, I gotta give a big shout out to like Jess Porter. You know, she's solid. She is all in on helping make this stuff happen as well. She, you know, built out the website, does coding, and handles all that stuff. Shakur, you know, he's solid. You know, he's, you know, big impact as well. There's just so many that are from the gym that you know, we train with every day, but they're also fulfilling different shoes, and it's dope to see. And I think that we got a lot of potential, endless potential, and I'm gonna do everything I can to drive it in the right direction and try to continue to lead by example, and nudge people to fucking want more for themselves, and you know, that you can do more than you think, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like, you're more capable, more competent.
Just like what Nick was just saying.
Yeah, it's like you have more potential than you're even aware of most of the time, and a lot of people, they kind of fall victim in a sense to like the way the system's kind of structured to teach you to be more of a just like a worker bee and not much of like a thinker. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the critical thought, right? The creative thought and this process, and I will attribute my ability to you know, be that way. Like I said, I have like a pretty extensive background with like different art stuff. Even all the way back from elementary, I was really into different forms of art. The elementary school that I went to was really big on expressive arts, really big on it. So I would say that honestly probably played a big role in my ability to kind of like as an early stage, right? Because like early stage development is most crucial. I think that right there provided me an outlet to remain sane during the times that I was dealing with a lot of the abuse growing up and stuff like that. And that just kind of became a perpetual outlet. And that went from just physical, like from drawing to painting to art with like copper and other different things. You know, so I did like mixed media and things like that. But I got really big into graffiti and photography and videography around like high school timeline, and you know, that was just my thing for a long time. But I think. You know, and he can relate to this component as well. Because if I can relate it to like skateboarding, for instance, right? Like skateboarding, you see the physicality, but what you don't see is the creative thought process of each individual. That is, you know, you have 100 skaters at one spot. Each one of those skaters is going to leave their mark on that spot in their own creative fashion.
Yeah.
I mean, their perspective of this and how to execute different things is different from everyone else surrounding them, right?
That
So, like having that ability to think that way, and it's the same with like graffiti, because you go to a different spot and you have all these little hiccups that you didn't necessarily know existed until you're in the moment. So you have to, in the moment, you have to analyze, troubleshoot, and then apply different things, you know what I mean? So I think like the ability to think in that way is like really comes from all the little things that I've did in my younger years that
learn that critical thinking, especially when it comes to something that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Like critical thinking, no matter, just because you're passionate or something comes easy, it's still fucking top notch. Like you can't get away with.
Yeah. And now I think it fucking pays dividends to the coaching side of things, because like the way I analyze it's so quick now. That
gotta love that.
Yeah, it's like I can troubleshoot on the fly, but and just make shit happen. So, you know, it's great for business, it's great for coaching, it's great for competition, and trying to teach and instill that sort of thinking and layering it in, and like how we teach. You know, like I said before, I really like to teach in a comprehensive way, because I want you to build comprehension. I want you to build IQ, and that's why it goes back to like the full spectrum perspective. Right? You like see the entirety.
Yeah,
right?
The 40,000-foot views.
See the entirety of the situation from multiple perspectives before you execute anything crazy. You know, like observe, analyze, digest, calculate, strategize, and begin to execute and attack.
Like
you know,
I was just listening, because I'm a big proponent of like Gary Vee. If you know who that is, Gary Vaynerchuk, but he's always talks about. He's really good at reverse engineering stuff, and it's kind of what I'm taking away from what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is you get the full picture, you understand what the outcome is or whatever you're trying to get, and then you basically develop a strategy on how to get there. Being that you're able to develop that whole not being there, trying to develop that backtrack, and then develop your own steps on how to get there. So that's great.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to say something is. The creativity that you're allowing the rest of the team to kind of express into. You talked about the person that set up the website and stuff like that. Providing an avenue for their growth. Like, hey, this is what I always say is networking is huge. So like same thing at our gym. I'm like, hey, who's a doctor in the house? Who knows? Who's a nurse? Who's a medic? And like 3 people's hands goes up. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Like developing a network inside of your immediate group. So you can delve out to each other, like we can help each other in this one.
Right.
And then branching out from there. Oh, I can't do that, but my coworker does.
Right.
Something like, you see what I mean? It's like just putting out like this is a need of ours. And yes, you do this, but maybe you don't do this exact thing. Maybe you know somebody.
Right.
And without putting that yourself out there and providing your team with an avenue to grow with, like nobody's even going to know you need these things. Nobody's going to be able to step up because they don't know, or provide additional service, you know? So I think what I'm kind of saying is good on you to develop that sort of network from the ground up, from the people closest to you to start, and the shit that you've been through in your growth and all that stuff is going to give you a better understanding that they're capable of more, if they aren't able to understand that.
Yeah, I say the journey of self-discovery is a interesting one, but when you have someone that has done that sort of, like with shadow work per se, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like when you have someone that has done that and then they actually take the time to learn how to communicate it in whatever way will be received by each individual student. I think that is what sets me apart from a lot of people.
I was just going to say that same thing. I think this kind of just dawned on me, but I think that's maybe one of the reasons we click so well is like and I even see this in a couple of our other newer teammates as well, but your ability to, like you said to me one time, the Thais have a saying like, same, Yeah. Your ability to like make me confident that like the skills I've had from just other, it doesn't even have to be athletics, you know what I mean? Like we made the drumming analogy one time. Yeah, you do a really good job of like letting us know how important that is. The ability to apply skills you already have and be confident that that's going to help you in something that maybe some people wouldn't think has any overlap, but so much things do have a ton of overlap. If you can do one thing well, Rogan says this all the time, when you know the way, or Musashi said it and Rogan always quotes it, when you know the way in whatever, then you know broadly or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you do a good job of making that like kind of just like this whisper through your system, you know what I mean? And then it also applies to how the show went, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Developing those analogies, it's kind of like the drumming analogy.
Yeah.
It provides real world feedback of like, hey, you can do something else in this real world that you can find a way to apply that same sort of workaround into what you're currently trying to do. And I think that provides that freedom, like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Oh, you're right. I did have a process when I was doing that. Now, there's just a process to do this, and I just have to translate to it.
Right.
So, I think that being a coach that's really good at that, man, there's people that are good at communication, and then there's people that excel at communication. I think that's one of those things that starts the excel side of things.
Yeah.
Because if somebody is just like, man, I just don't get it. Well, what are you going to do? You're just going to assume they don't get it? No, you're going to find a way. You're going to find an analogy that works for this person. And that's when knowing your people is so important. If you didn't know you were a drummer, fucking make that analogy. Like, I make all kinds of real life analogies too. Like, I always say the road rage thing. Like, how many people get pissed off at one motherfucker in front of them driving to the gym, right? That time of day. And then, you could let it ruin your day. By the time you get to the gym, you could have this negative energy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things, but I always say, use that to reinforce your brain. Like, yeah, this person did something wrong. Well, people do something wrong every day. If you're focused on what's wrong, you're going to see what's wrong. If you're focused on what's right, you're going to see what's right. And what's right is I'm trying to go to a place to better myself, to better my team, to do all these things. This person that did one little thing because they're in their own world, it shouldn't have such a big effect on me. And that big effect on this moment, the expansion that could have into the rest of my day, into other people, like that creates more toxicity.
Yeah.
And when you're constantly trying to breed like a positive environment, that's got to get stomped out. And it starts in here 100%. And in here before it can come out.
Absolutely, everything starts within before it's without. That's for sure. So I'm big on it, man. That's like why I tell everyone that visualization, meditation, all these little things really matters.
I mean, kudos to those people.
You can. You just probably don't realize you do it. You do it in your own way.
I do it in other ways, but I can't sit down and focus.
Yeah.
It's so difficult for me. But like, you talk about like shadow work. I call it thinkitate instead of meditate, because I'll let my brain just fucking go wild. And just be like, all right, I'm thinking this thing, and then I'll dial it down from there until like a specific thing.
Oh, and I'll say this, man. This is the kind of stuff that I dabbled with before, but when I say Crew Boa was one of the most impactful mentors that I had, during my personal journey in martial arts, this is the kind of stuff that had the most impact. He reinforced all of this kind of thinking, and he would, discuss all of this kind of stuff with me, so I could understand different levels of like meditation and stuff like that beyond my general surface understanding of it. You know what I mean? Because there's a ton of stuff where I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But he's like, no, you gotta think about it differently.
You think about
Joe. Talking about Joe Kayumba.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Joe yet. The main event.
Oh fucking yes. So I want to say this. Remember, it sounded like I fucked up his name. That was the mic.
Oh, I didn't. I heard
like Joe Kayumba.
Maybe it was because I was close enough that I could hear your voice.
Well, it sounded like I didn't say the K, so like or whatever. And it was like I told you like how I was rotating.
Yeah.
I was rotating. It doesn't look right.
Remember how I was like
That's Jay and Silent Bob shit. But he's like, oh my god. Sorry, I'm the click commander. Look at the nose. If you see the nose and you don't know about the click commander, you're fucking up.
I just classic, bro.
My face is a paintbrush up in that motherfucker.
Oh,
what were we talking about?
Joe, microphone.
Joe, so when I was saying Joe's name, I was twisting the microphone because I was like, Kayumba or whatever. So like, I was like, oh shit, it's not saying the whole thing. And I was like quick to hand you the mic because I knew you were going to interview him. I was like, say his fucking name better than I can. But man, that was a fucking dominant fight. If you watch the live stream, I'm like, he got him and then got his back. He was like, it's over. And then I was like, wait. Okay, now it's over.
Yeah.
But that was such a fucking dope fight.
That was crazy, baby.
You could tell he's like, his level, because he's done Taekwondo competitions a lot, right?
Very seasoned in Taekwondo.
Even if it's like, let's say it's a debut MMA fight, that's not their first competition. Like, think about like high school wrestlers or people, like, they're used to that competition, even the record 0-0.
It's that thing we were just talking about, that same.
Yeah.
If you can apply it. That's how I feel about football a lot. Playing quarterback. It was.
I would have protected you. O-line.
Hey,
not quarterback.
Come on.
O-line, D-line.
I respect the O-lineman so much.
Oh yeah. If I made a mistake, I was the worst. But I pushed big motherfuckers. But I got pictures of me, tall motherfuckers.
Yeah, them O-linemen don't get enough love. But yeah, playing quarterback, I feel like it was really similar to what we're talking about as well. Like, just having competed and like. You know what I mean? Competed in, especially that position, being in like a down spot or like anything. Yeah. Knowing competition. Right. So yeah, you could definitely tell with Joe. It was cool for me to see him turn it on because we trained with him so much, but he's such like a humble, laid back guy.
He's so gentle.
He was so dialed.
Yeah.
He's so gentle.
You could just tell from his stance. I'm like, dude, there's like a supreme level of composure just right off the bat. His like side stance. Wow. So oh yeah, that's fucking You can't make a mistake with that kind of person.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. And good job on having him as the main event too.
Yeah,
that was a good finish to the night. And I like how many people stayed for the entire event.
Yeah.
Quick shout out, fucking full house. You don't see that on the first event most of the time. Like seats were full. That's why like I did a quick like 5-second circle inside the cage. It's like, dude, fucking full.
I had no idea how it was gonna turn out. I was so busy doing all of this other shit.
I remember you checked the ticket sales right before we left on Friday, and you're like, ticket sales are starting to go online. I was like, that's and then I looked on the thing. It was like a couple, like 100 something ticket sales. I was like. So I think that's
Friday, but then even more, because I was, you saw, I was like, it was crazy, because like when I didn't anticipate every seat being filled.
That was wild, because almost never happens even at established shows.
Yeah, so like when I saw that, when I came in, I'm like, oh wow, like I'm looking through the room, like I'm not seeing empty seats.
No, it was great.
This is great. This is wonderful. I'm fucking stoked on that.
But so getting back to Joe though, what did you guys think of his fight, like overall?
Oh man, It was crazy. It was great. I think he's got so much potential that we barely started even scratching the surface of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I've only had him in the MMA class and in my striking class for not that long, but he goes for it, and when he trains seriously, and that's something I really like. He's very coachable, very respectable, very humble, very, very quiet, and just kind of more reserved, but you know, we keep telling him, like, hey, when it's fight time, do not be nice.
Yes, yeah.
He's like, okay, coach.
You're training all this to be able to turn it on. Like, you better have like a dog in you that you can let loose.
Yeah, and it was nice to see it come out. You know, I'm like, cool, bro, because I already got him scheduled for another bout.
That's dope.
He's gonna be at All City fighting Batman Smooth.
Oh, okay.
And Batman Smooth who just won a national title, so that's gonna be a banger.
That was dope that Jason was out there helping corner and shit.
Yeah, that's 2 years running. So shout out Jason. I think I messaged him earlier and said congrats, because that's 2 years back to back where he's been out there and he's coached some people to success. So that's great to see.
I like the way Jason I like his approach, because he's like very much like, we're gonna do this bigger. Not just like we're just gonna get a little bit established.
I fuck with Jason.
Like,
I can't say it enough.
Same. I don't talk to him enough, but every time we do,
he's a busy fella.
Who ate?
He's hella busy.
But like, I love our conversations when we do, because we're like completely on the same page. Like, he reads between the lines of what's going on so well, especially like he knows our team and like some of the stipulations that our team has gone through the last few years, and he's good at addressing it without calling shots. And definitely reads right between it, has a full grasp of the situation. So it helps get things moving forward, being like, all right, we're on the same page, we all understand, let's work it this way, blah, blah, blah. So hoping to get...
You're going to be at All City?
I got to figure out the whole situation.
You better be.
Motherfucker, you know I ain't talking about that yet on camera. So anybody that's questioning that is like, I don't. There's a weird stipulation going on. I'm not going to speak anything on anything odd or negative, but there's some stuff that I'm a little off-put by and a little confused by, and I will get all that figured out on my end, because that's my job.
I would love to see you there.
I would love to be there.
It's gonna be a great night.
Yeah,
he's fighting.
Shout out to Stray Dogs, EJ Martin. He's gonna be fighting for his first American title fight at that event.
Oh, dope.
EJ is the one that won the gold in Italy this past year. Dope. So brought home the gold. Stray Dogs Club, former sister school of Street Circuit Muay Thai. I won't get into the situation behind that. Not yet. I'm looking forward to getting Roger on here if we want to address it at that point. That would be Roger and Tate would be great. Roger, EJ, Tate, Uriah, any other up and comers, man. They're, and I will say, they're in a test to a smaller school that built up one specific kid because he was that dedicated, and now it's giving all of the other kids permission to do that well, and they're fucking growing fast. You know how it is, you get one or two good people, and then they're gonna develop a culture behind that and fucking build that up, and that is exactly what they're doing. Yeah. So proud of you, Roger and Tate over at Stray Dogs, man.
That's something I'm really excited about with all our debuts that you just saw. Mm-hmm. Every one of those.
Yeah.
Very good dudes.
That's
very
the
good
same
females.
kind of
like
culture.
I'm saying, they come correct. They are consistent. They are coachable. They give a shit. They want to learn.
And the ones that don't, they find their way out because they're like, that just doesn't really fit me.
Yeah.
And then they find themselves at a school that provides what maybe does fit them. And we've talked at length about the fallacies in certain other schools that go under developing the specific individual. Yeah, and I think that you're doing a great job at developing the individual.
Appreciate that. I give a shit, but
you're gonna be a false coach if you did.
Yeah, I legitimately give a fuck, man. So that's the thing. I can say the same thing about you. I can say the same thing about Jason. Even I can say the same thing about Stan. You know, like you can see it. In the ones that give a shit, you know what I mean?
Well, it's just apparent.
It's like not even a question. It's like, you're right.
The term I like to use is above reproach.
Yep.
Like it's like Jeff. Like, hey man, can't question that guy as a ref.
Yeah, no, I would.
No questions asked.
I've been on the, I've been in there, bro. Like, I fucking clapped this dude within like 7 seconds of our first round, bro. And Jeff saved that boy.
Yeah.
From a beating that probably would have not served him well long term, to say the least. Because like when I was locked in competition at that point, I'm gonna beat your fucking head in.
You actually want to say like, I actually get to hold pads for you the first time ever on Friday when we were just.
Oh yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
that was fun to fuck around a little bit,
bro. Right off the bat, you got strong power. I was very impressed. Like, you know, like a lot of people will start by placing their punches. You had that drive and the forward pressure that adds that level of power, like your entire body moving forward versus just placing the strike. That was great, man. Fucking, and I really like always holding for higher level guys. Not that I don't like holding for anybody, but something we can just find our nuances versus developing any sort of technique.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, just once you do your step off a little bit, and you're like, oh, like this, bam. I'm like, yeah, felt like a huge increase in power. Like, a coach that knows what adjustments to make and then just being told like make this adjustment and then you do, man, that was good on you. It was fun holding pads for you. We went for a little bit longer than I expected. It was in a good way.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a 25-minute round, dude.
Something like that. Yeah, he was
non-stop.
Going. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah,
that was fun. I miss it. I miss being on the other side. So like when I get the opportunity, it's like fucking. You're gonna hold for me?
Yeah.
Fucking done, dude.
I was only holding your new focus, man. To mention the fact the tie pads, you're really able to wing and kick.
Yeah. We'll have more fun next time for sure. Because
we'll set it up again.
Bro, you know who was helped me recently was Jason
Morris,
bro. Yeah, like him and I like just click, bro. Like if I go back to competition, 100%, I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah,
working with Jason, dude. Because stylistically. Volume output, like all that other shit, like it's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm about is the volume too.
Same,
volume output.
I want uncomfortable pressure. I want volume. I want placement. I want layers of attack, not just head hunting.
Yeah,
right. Like let's beat him up a little bit.
We were talking about that on the live stream. I was like, I'd like to see him go away from swinging for the head and start chopping the legs because he doesn't have much mobility. He was back against the cage. I don't remember which fight, but it shit happens.
Yeah.
But we're getting to the point where we probably need to wrap this up. So what do you guys want to talk about further? I want you to address the show and give your shout outs for sure, but anything we didn't cover.
And forgive me if I don't mention every single name. Every one of you was important. I very much do value the help and output that you provided the night of the fight. I gotta thank Ron for allocating the space for me to rinse out and run the event. I gotta thank Jess for helping with the new website so we can sell the tickets and all that. I gotta thank Nic's family for coming out and helping. They were a huge help. The homie from high school, all of our sponsors, Van Body Sales and Repairs, Uwe, Dobros, Vine Exteriors, Impact Painting Services. Did I miss anyone? Is there anyone else about there?
There's one on there that's not.
What's that?
Diamond Green?
Oh, Diamond Green. I can't forget y'all. Yeah, Diamond Green's solid. And then also Sway City podcast, man. Obviously, I can't forget them. I think overall we had a really good group. The performances of the fights were great, but the performance and execution of each individual role to make that show flow, flawless. Couldn't have asked for a better group. Anyone that helped, I sincerely appreciate you. Abel Correa, also gotta say thanks to you. He's a black belt professor. He came through and helped out. I used to train with him over at Gracie, but now I can't remember where he's at right now, but he's down in, I think, Lacey area now. But I used to train with him at Gracie in Tacoma under Calvo. But he's a cool dude. He helped me a lot, actually, when I couldn't figure out gi grips back in the day. So, because I'm like retarded as soon as I put a gi on. But take it off. I'm cool. I'm cool. But yeah, I'm just a goofy bastard in a gi. But yeah, I was gonna say thank you to everyone that came through to support the show, and by operating, and everyone that came through to support the show by spectating. Thank you so much, because I didn't know how this was gonna go. I was stressing big time. I was up late. I was up early. I just was nonstop grinding to try to make this happen. So to see it come together and to see it run smoothly, I really appreciate that. Oh, also, I guess I'll give a shout out to Joe Tarabochia. Thanks for coming through, buddy. That was cool. It was nice to see you there too. I appreciate that. Him and Omar pulled up, so that was cool.
I know. Fucking saw the stuff, and I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to say hi.
Yeah, they were there.
Are you?
And then I gotta give a big shout out to Scorpion Grill too, because they, even though we had a little hiccup with the new property ownership and stuff like that, I gotta say huge thanks to Scorpion Grill for coming out, because they were ready to rock and roll. They filled this position. Unfortunately, the homie had to fall out. He had something come up late Thursday night, so they took that on a quick notice. So like, shout out to Scorpion Grill for that. They will for sure be present on the next go, without a doubt, and along with other people. And thanks to Tom over at Beyond Thunderdome. Thanks for coming through with the sandwiches, because you came in clutch when everything else fell through. And I gotta say thank you to Aiden Gakaro and Aaron. I'm not gonna butcher your last name.
CT Billy.
There we go.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother. I know I'm gonna mess it up. I don't want to mess it up and be disrespectful.
I said it like 9 times the night of, and I still was like, fuck, I'm gonna mess
It's a tough one. So I gotta thank both of you. They both came up from MMA Lab out in Arizona. So
right? Yeah.
It was cool to have them both present on the first show. I really appreciate that. Thank you to Joe Flores for coming back. He used to train in our gym, but then he moved to the east side. He lives over in Wenatchee, so it was cool to see him again and see him get active. Ryan McBroom, I'm fucking proud of you, bro. Yeah. I gotta say thank you for finally accepting that little fucking nudge we've been giving you, dude, because you came in, you look great. We're proud of you. The whole team's proud of you. We're excited to see where we can get him going forward, because that's definitely just going to light a fire under his ass. He's already training again today. He was already in there doing boxing and stuff like that. It's like cool, because he wasn't doing boxing before, but now he is.
Oh, real quick, also, shout out to Lexi.
Lexi.
Fucking dominant. I was like, damn.
Man, huge shout out to Lexi. You know what blew my mind? Is Lexi's ability to listen in the moment. I'm like, send the head kick. Yeah. Right away sends the head kick.
I think that's a perfect example we were talking about earlier. That like
being dialed.
The ability to like be confident that what you've learned in other avenues can apply, and like her just being a good athlete and being able to listen to her coach in the corner.
That's how it was with Crew Jones. He'd be like, 1, 2, 3, 2, pop, 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 just like he's like playing fucking video games. It's such a good feeling, because you're not playing video games. If you were, every fucking student would do that. So it's more like the ones that do, you're like, oh my God, this person knows how to listen in real time and can make it happen. So shout out to Lexi.
Yeah, she did that very well.
I was fucking really impressed. Shout out to her opponent, Jennifer Jones from Team Blackout, Able School. Yeah. Came out ready to go. It was good. It was a short fight. It got stopped to TKO first minute and 12 seconds, I believe it was, what Jeff said. But it was great. Just they were both willing to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was great.
I always say, like, I really like women's fights, because you don't see much of the, are we gonna go, like, oh, that was a good jab, you got another one in you. You're gonna see more of the clash, more of the come together, like, we're gonna see who's the better fighter here. And I like when it goes out of the brawler style and into the, we're both higher level, coordinated, can make these things happen, while still maintaining that level of professionalism without the ego that you see, like the Conor McGregor, that big talk. Like, I always think about like male versus female, like high level. I think about Conor McGregor, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. I'll fucking get you. And you think of like Bullet Shevchenko. She's like, no, I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna win.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh yeah, I'll just go to the beach after this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, same with Ioana in Jacek.
Yeah.
Like, she was one of my favorites. She would not talk. She wouldn't engage. She'd be fucking down to throw down,
For sure.
I would say the same thing about Rose Namajunas, but I don't like Pat Barry. Yeah, he fucking groomed that girl to be his girl. So I don't like that shit. I like that creepy fucking coach shit.
They're out there.
They're out there thick. Anybody that's listening, watch out for the creepers because they are out there. Not that Pat Barry's like a bad coach, but like when he's been coaching her since she was 14, and then when she's like 19, they get together. It's like
It's odd, to say the least.
it's a little odd. You're gonna get some fucking funny looks, man. But back to the show. What did you think? Who you want to give your shout outs to?
I mean, Nick covered a lot of it, but just personally, I would say big shout out to just the whole SNRG team. I've loved, being able to have found you guys and just become a part of the family. And just the energy in the room right now, everybody like trying to push themselves as hard as they can and make the next person better as well. Everybody named and that maybe we didn't name, all you guys, big thanks. And I love you guys for real. Like, you guys are my fight family, but I take that like so seriously. And then, you kind of said this as well, but shout out to everybody involved and not involved as well for coming out and just being a part of it. And without the people showing up just to support, it's not a show.
It's not. Yeah.
So thanks to just everybody that showed up.
Yeah, huge thanks, man. We got a lot of big things coming, so keep rocking with us and stay tuned. YouTube channel's up, or I will get more stuff on the YouTube channel soon. That's the next endeavor that we're gonna be pushing. So
anything that you pull from here, just give me the @Sway City Muay Thai, because it will directly link to my YouTube the same way you can on IG. So we'll coordinate with that off camera, off show. But my turn, unless you want to. Okay. I want to say a big thank you, first of all, to you. Thank you for putting together not only the event, but a successful one that's put together with your vision, your take on things, and your redesign of kind of the, not necessarily the old way, but like you definitely have to have the aspects of like the ways all the other promotions have ran, right? But you throwing in your own style and your own version of that really helped. Letting me be in there as a ring announcer when I specifically asked for that, practicing. Anybody that didn't know, I'm like, fighting out of the blue corner, Nic Merritt, $50,000, like fucking ONE FC. Like I'm sitting there like sending him clips and shit, and like, he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I was like, well, thank you. But and again, not micromanaging, letting me do my thing, letting us work together in the same regard, giving him his space. Basically, you allowed people to play their role without trying to coach each role when maybe you didn't. And I don't want to say like maybe you didn't have the understanding, but like letting me kind of coordinate with Nick and however other many people, being the fact that I have worked enough shows like with Absolute Chaos and stuff like that, running corners and being in the back and dealing with Crew Jones at this ultimate stress point where like you're, I love Crew Jones, but there is a point where like I said to you need to alleviate some of that stress so that it doesn't fall on him. Because remember the day of, you're like, bro, you two are the only ones that weren't like up my ass the entire show. Yeah. And I was like, that's the fucking goal. So if I can provide more of that value on any level for the next show, fucking plug me in. Like I'm down for that. And I want to say my thank yous to a big one to AJ and Jess at UI, because I'm kind of being the middleman between not just you, but other people asking for them. And I know in the cannabis industry, it's like they're all scrapping for fucking peanuts. You know what I mean? It's not like a lot, which I wouldn't have expected, but apparently it's like that. And so like them hooking it up on the t-shirts, couple giveaway things, promo things for the show, throwing up the fee and the banner for the show. Yeah. Like I said, the t-shirt, like they hooked me up. Like I'm always trying to push them. So like when we're all trying to build and there's not like a lot of money to go around, which is the ultimate goal, is to make money off this, but finding other ways to provide value at the early stages, I want to give a big shout out to them. Thank you for that. Thank you for being willing to branch off to something maybe that isn't going to have that ROI right off the bat, like you're going to get paid right, like the same amount you get paid or whatever it is, but understanding that growth is a long, arduous process. So thank you to UI, thank you to all the other sponsors, big thank you to Karma, because without having a brand to back this, now you're just a guy trying to put on a show.
Right.
And having your own brand to be able to continue to push not only at the shows but outside of that, finding other sponsors, you're going to be able to get to a point where you're able to sponsor people with either gear or cash or blah blah blah. Like the growth will happen. So shout out to anybody that's growing and grinding, because that's what it's really going to take. Especially like there's people are fucking broke right now, fucking broke. It's getting worse too, especially in Western Washington. It's like the biggest increase in 2-month increase in inflation that there was. So we are directly experiencing that living in Western Washington. So for the people that were willing to pay the fee just to come out to the show for a gamble for that first one, $45-50, that's not peanuts. Especially people in a household. You got 1, 2, 3 people in a household. You're looking at spending
quick.
So you say you got 4 people, you're spending $200 just to get in the door. Oh, real quick, also shout out to our former student Mila. I saw you at the fucking venue. I saw a couple of the other people from our team, former. It was great to see her and her parents and everything. Man, I just love the fucking community. It's just a shock value. I saw one of my old students there. I was like, oh my God. And she's like 13 now. She's a fucking monster. Scary. Like, I don't know if she trains up there with you guys.
You're talking about Chris's daughter?
Yeah. Dude, because
their whole family's cool. Their dad's super cool. I chop it up with Chris all the time.
Hella cool. But man, she's a little monster. She's fucking. I don't know if you checked any of my clips, but I was holding pads for her one day right before a fight.
She's pretty solid.
Sucks we lost her to you if that's what happened, but but I get it.
It wasn't me, bro. I haven't trained her. She does the boxing there though.
It's okay.
She does boxing with
keep grinding
with Marlon and them. But
okay. Was that the one? The guy that spit out his mouthpiece? Same. Same part.
Who did that? The mesh. Oh nope, not him.
Okay.
No.
Just curious.
That would be Coach Abdul.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know y'all guys' team.
Marlon is the Mexican cat boxer.
Okay.
It's pure boxing.
Yeah, nice.
But man, we got a good group together. I think it went great. We actually got some really good responses today, which I told you off camera, so I'm excited to.
Really good is a bit of an understatement, but I know you're keeping it, playing this shit close to the vest. You filling me in, but
I don't like to speak too much on things.
You speak it out when it happens. I'm the same way.
Completely,
Same fucking way.
But there's going to be some growth. I will say that part. There's going to be some growth and expansion for the next event. I guarantee that.
That's going to be great.
So,
anything else you guys want to cover?
I think that's about it for me, man.
Keep rocking with us. Stay tuned. You're going to like what's coming. I promise you.
Yep.
I promise you the next step, something that no one else is doing. I promise you that.
Just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And I'm committed to fucking rocking with y'all. So expect me to be there till we get the I can't fuck with you no more. But that ain't going to happen. So one last thing on my end. Just talking about the next podcast. I'm going to have Malik and RJ on this coming Saturday. So they're prepping up for their fight September 6th at Koga. Shout out to Joe and Omar, just like you've already done.
They put on a good show. I like to put on shows.
Yep. Hopefully, I know there was like a weird little stipulation supposed to be doing the live show there. There was a little bit of adjustment. We're not sure what that's looking like now, but it hopefully still happens. Pretty sure we'll still locked in, but it's all love. Fucking loving all the growth on it. And just thank you for supporting my show.
Always.
And
thanks for having us on.
Of course. Well, it's a lot of fun. I always like kicking it with you guys. So anybody that gets tired of seeing these two guys on here, you might want to start looking for a different podcast. No, man. We're just trying to connect, build. There's gonna be people out there, like you said. We all got haters. If there's people that develop off that, I'm sorry. I'm not out here to develop haters.
Proxy haters.
I just fuck with who I fuck with. If it's and I try to be neutral. Like Jeff again, referring to Jeff Hoiby, I like to have that level of neutrality. Like,
you should, yeah.
You know, like if I'm trying to do a media level thing, I don't want to be like, oh, he's only media for this. No, like I want to be like Jeff, be able to go to any show and all show and provide fucking value. So anybody that's listening to
you going to Brian's show in October?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Solid.
Fuck yeah.
We gonna be there.
Yeah. We got Isaac fighting on there. That's the only guy. Isaac Padilla. He's MMA, but really good kid. Trains super hard. They call him the iceberg. He's super stoic. You'd be like chatting with him like how we do. He's like, yep. Like just chill. Like doesn't even respond, but super cool. Spars hard as fuck. That boy got some hands. Got some heavy hands. Great wrestler. Looking forward to having him in on. But so Drew, Brokenshire, shout out, Luda Sport. He'll be helping corner with Crew Jones. So we already kind of coordinated that, or more on their end. So I don't have to corner that night. So I will be available to be a member of the crowd. That may change if we get another person matched on there.
Probably try to get some coverage.
When I talk to Brian Johnson about coming on here, I want to see if there's anything there. But I'll talk to him about that.
I think that'd be a good move.
I think I would love that. I would love that. I would love to be on that.
I would like to see you at more shows, bro. Doing your thing.
I would love to see I'm going to be at more shows.
Yeah, but I mean, like in the capacity of being back there, doing some media, getting some interviews with the fighters, pre-fight, post-fight, you know, like all that little shit, so you can start pushing the community. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'm big on community. Even if it's not on my show, bro, I want to see you doing well. I want to see you involved doing their thing, man. I was like, I don't.
And that's a quick segue. Thank you, Nick, for saying that. The other side of like anti-show stuff, anybody that does want me is even like considering it, I'm fucking so down to come out to these shows and do media at all these, building the community rather than holding anything back. Like I'd rather be at every fucking fight show, throw me a fucking press pass or whatever the fuck it is, and you're gonna get the same level of effort that I put on your show, that I put on my show. I always say, my dad and my grandpa always taught me, anything that's worth doing is worth doing well. So you're gonna get that high level effort from me, and I don't want to look like an ass. So I'm gonna fucking do my prep work. I want to be otherwise I wouldn't be growing. So appreciate the segue.
Yeah, man. I'd love to see you out there more.
Yes, sir.
I would love to see you out there more.
Shout out to Team Synergy. Shout out to Karma Combat. Karma Supply.
Combat's
fucking can't stop saying that.
You gotta stop saying it. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't.
Karma Combat is dead. It doesn't exist.
Shout out to
it's done for.
Karma Supply with these cool hats and a couple cool shirts.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. Shout out to my team, Srisuk Muay Thai, Vital Jiu Jitsu. Shout out to Master Salhin, my coaches, Crew Yai, Brian Jones Jr., call him my Muay Thai dad, my mentor. Anybody that in the community knows him knows that he's Mr. Stand on Business and Mr. Integrity, and I try to model myself off that. As soon as I met him, yeah,
strong model.
Yeah. So, and you guys have the same with Ron and everybody. Like now, Nick's going that role, and each one teach one, man. So, you guys are doing great. Appreciate you. Appreciate the opportunity. So,
let's keep rolling, bro. Let's keep it moving.
All right. I guess that bout wraps it up for KCFC 1, the cool down show.
Right. Yeah. Number 2 is gonna be even crazier.
It's gonna be a blast.
I'm excited.
All right, gentlemen. That was dope.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Yes, sir.